pay it all. Give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. I think, give me that bucket. A finger licking chicken. From Kentucky to the bayou, the flavor's so right. That secret recipe keeps me up all night. Gotta have that punch, that wonderful spice. KFC, baby, it's a chicken paradise. Fried and crispy, can't resist me. KFC, a southern mystery, crunchy chicken, finger licking. Come and get it, that clock is ticking. Fried and crispy, don't you miss me. KFC, you're making history. Let's get lost, oh, keep the cost low. KFC is the gravy gobble. Give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh, give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh, give me that bucket.
And we are live. There it is. Welcome in, everybody. It's another edition of Game and Chill, the part of the stream where I chill and you chill, and then we game, or I game. Mostly I game, and then you guys watch me game. But we're all chilling, doing our thing. How's everybody's weekend? How was your weekend? How was everybody's weekend? Did you do anything good? Did you have fun? I'm just kidding. I hope you guys are all doing well. Shout out. First things first, let's get this out the way. Let's make sure we acknowledge it first before I forget to, because I will forget. First in chat, you know her. You love her. Some of you, specifically one of you, loves her more than anyone else in the world. But, you know, then there's like varying degrees of love. But one of you specifically loves her more than anybody else in the whole world. It's our girl, Mrs. Rough Night. First chat. Mrs. Rough Night, your soul is glowing.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through.
Just let your soul glow, baby.
Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
So shout out. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you. All right, let me say hi to people real fast, and then we'll jump in. We're playing Soulframe. It's in the description. The description. We're playing Soulframe. We got Textator. Tex Detour. Shout out. Says good evening, everyone. What's up, buddy? RC Wolf says surgery sucks, but hey, one less organ to worry about. Yo. Sorry to hear about surgery. Surgery does suck. I mean, I've never had surgery, but I know people that have had surgery. Never seems like it's a good time. So I hope you're recovering well. What organ did you get taken out? What organ? What's up, Doomiverse? How you doing? Appreciate you. Nearsighted Cyclops, shout out. Says Ekameek. Ekameek. Right down to the 7th. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. 2 days off pain meds. Hey, well, I hope you keep recovering, bro. Pain meds are nothing to work with, man. Are nothing to mess with. Yeah. We got Ladybug in chat. What's up, Ladybug? Soundwave Superior. It's 199. Fruit of the Mystery says, yo, what's up, Fruit of the Mystery? How you doing, buddy? Doomiverse says, I'm 1 year and 5 days alcohol free. Let's fucking go. That's awesome, man. Keep it going. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new day. I'm thankful for the breath I take. I won't take it for granted. That's POD. I feel so alive for the very first time. Anyways, What's up, Sir Stack? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Milkman? We got AIP Ape Apexil, iPixel. I don't fucking know. Good to see you. What's up, JT? Hello, Wasp. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Shout out. Good to see you over on the Monday Hangover as well. We got Andrew Fraser Jr. says, yo, Mike, I really wish you understood soccer, man. I understand it rudimentarily. I understand the basics. I understand the basics of soccer. I played soccer when I was younger, a long time ago. So I know a little bit about it. You kick the ball into the other person's net. There's a goalie. There are forwards. And there are power forward, center. I don't remember all of them. I know a little bit about soccer, but what I do know is that America did well and beat Portugal, and I believe we're in like the running for the World Cup or something. And that's what matters, is that America takes it all. America has to become number one in all sports everywhere to prove to everyone that we are exactly who we think we are. So shout out, to America. America number one. We see we got CJ Zenker, shout out. Turd for Gason. Oh, hello, Turd. I mean, I'm happy you're here, but kind of also, you keep disliking my reviews. Well, War Wizard says, why is Beak streaming over his husband's show? That's gay. Andrew Fraser Jr. for 10 says, Epic Mike plus World Cup equals fun. I am going to have to start. I don't even know where to watch soccer, but I did say the other day on the stream that if America was in the World Cup, I would start watching it. I have to start watching America play now. I don't have a choice. I have to celebrate. I'm a real patriot. I have to support my team. I have to support my country. Donald Trump may be releasing ICE people into the streets, but I'm not going to let that stop me from being a real patriot. I'm going to still go out there. I'm still going to go out there and represent the Navy SEALs. I was a veteran. I was a Navy SEAL and a Marine at the same time. A lot of people can't say that about what they've done in their lives. So shout out to America. We got SZD for 2, says Dashiki Miki tax ain't shit free here. He's lying. It's all free. And there's no charge here. We got Fifth Down Sports. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. All right, I'm going to scroll back through. What's up, D. Vinny? Shout out. Brandon Kitchens. We got Mount Mutt for 5. Says, good to see you, Meek. Should we call Pine State and have them remove your face from the milk cartons? Yes, I am. Rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Hey, what's happening? Needed this tonight. What's up, Scrap Iron? Hey, we're just chilling, playing some games. Mostly Soulframe. I don't even know what game to play anymore. What's up, Sissy? You guys want to, what? I'll be vulnerable with you for a little bit. So you guys know how much what it looks like, what my life looks like sometimes. Mike Roch smells, says Meek and Roman to the moon. Hey, shout out. That's, Thank you. Hi, Nerdy Mechanic. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good time. Appreciate you very much. Good energy. We got good energy in this chat all the time. SD0 says, we chillin'. Let's go. Brandon Kitchen says, I'm playing Crimson Desert. Let's go. I have considered playing Crimson Desert on stream. I've started it, and then I just don't. It's so much, and I need to learn the control scheme better. But I do kind of want to play it on stream at some point. Oh my gosh. I do want to play it at some point, so. Start it and keep playing it. JB Spooky Brew says he said the thing. I did say the thing. Yeah. What's up, Michael Moose? Good to see you. Weekend was good. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you as well. Appreciate you. I worked on a few of my projects this weekend. That's good. Brandon Kitchen says, my weekend was horrible, actually. Cat I've had for 14 years got killed by a stray dog. And Oliver Tree died. Yes, Oliver Tree. Some of you guys don't know his music or anything. I've listened to some of his stuff. Was listening to a song of his the day he died. I didn't even think about it. 32 years old, died in a helicopter crash. You, at this point, couldn't get me on a helicopter under threat of death because... What are you going to do? Put me on a helicopter? You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Oliver Tree. That's a huge loss, though. 32 is young, very young, man. That sucks. And I guess the last thing he said to his mom is, "Hey, guess what? If I die, at least I'm happy." Like, chilling words. So, finally acknowledging misses. I've always acknowledged misses. I've never not. I don't ignore her. Fifth on Sports for 5 says, Meek, can you explain why killing Toby is a bad thing? I think it's a good start to the movie, done respectfully and sets up Doom as a menace. I will get to you in a second. Remind me. We'll talk about that in a second. We'll talk about that. We had a really good talk on Monday Hangover about Marvel and the state of Marvel. So I'll absolutely talk about that in a second here. Ooh, child. Horror Host for 5 says, can we get some brass bonanzas for Carolina Hurricanes winning the Stanley Cup? Last time was 2006, and I was in Germany when they hosted the World Cup. Really? What is a brass bonanza? I don't watch hockey. Let me is there a hold on? I might have some celebrations out here. Hey, shout out to Carolina. Woo!
Clap of my
Oh, that's the wrong sound.
Alerting the guards.
Fruit of the Mystery member for 22 months says Psychobinology almost got your leg. Benology couldn't hurt me if he tried. I don't think Ben could physically harm me if he wanted to. You can watch it with Anna, that Star Wars girl. She's been streaming at the World Cup. I didn't even think Anna, that Star Wars girl, really knows I exist. I've been on like one show stream with her one time. But if she wants, I'd come hang out with her and watch the World Cup. That'd be awesome. Fired Up Gaming says, I was in I was in South Korea for the 2002 World Cup. It was the best party I'd ever been to. All the games were a train ride away. That's awesome. I've heard that the World Cup is next level. Like going to college football, NFL games, Super Bowl, all of that stuff isn't anything compared to what the World Cup is. That's what I've heard anyways. So that's cool. I mean, that's awesome. So did they take your gallbladder out, by the way, ROC? Because I did not see in chat. Sorry, I missed it. What's up, Tree Bear? How you doing, buddy? He only died a little. He died a lot, actually. Completely, in fact. And then shout out to the Knicks. The New York Knicks. They won the NBA Finals. They took it over. And then they, New Yorkers decided to go out and try to burn their city to the ground.
When will you learn? That your actions have consequences?
So, like, that's a thing. They're like, we're so happy, time to riot. Which, sports riots are not anything new, but it was just the way it happened. Metal Slave, oh my goodness, for a 50, says, House of Home, 11 makes. Fucking hell. Thank you, Metal Slave, for the 50.
That's a huge bitch.
Appreciate you. House of Home, a love makes. That's fucking wild. Thank you. Fuck, dude. You guys are killing me with that. Mike, stream Crimson Desert. Should I stream Crimson Desert? Should I switch just to Crimson Desert instead? I could. Have you heard about the game The Isle? It's a dinosaur game in early access. You play as a dinosaur, try to survive. I have heard of it, and I should probably check it out. I have a bunch of dinosaur video games on my tier list right now, or tier list, my wish list that I want to play. So, War Wizard 419 says, acknowledge your tribal bride. Banned. That's nope.
Why are you
banned? You're banned. You're out. You're banned. Gone forever. It's not a bad night at work, so I got some good vibes going right now. Hell yeah, Nerdy Mechanic. I love that. I love that. All right. Hi, Angie Blank. Good to see you. What's up, Porcupine Applesauce? If you were forced to get one, would you choose boob implants or ass implants? Boobs. I have a big ass already. I would pick boobs in a heartbeat. Boobs? Just like, they're like, wake up one day, boobs. Oh, no. Oh no. Oh no. What do I do?
Can I get to
What do I do? You know what I'm saying? That's why I stay on the ground. Yeah, it's just better not to get up in a metal tube. Helicopter collided with another helicopter. That's so sad. What's up, Frank the Tank says, hi, Meek and Chat. Going to bed? Right, going to bed for work. Hey, have a good night, Frank. I know I got a late start. Don't worry. We'll get back to you. I have not forgotten about Devil May Cry. Also, I don't know if you're gone yet, Frank. I also learned that Devil May Cry are incredibly difficult games, especially the first and third game. The ones that you guys told me to start with. So, super not looking forward to that because that means I have to actually pay attention to what I'm doing. I've heard the third one is very punishing for people that are not paying attention. And as you know, I frequently do not pay attention to things. But I am still looking forward to playing them. I was tempted to just start with 5 and work my way backwards. Still might. Who knows? But I think you guys want me to start with 1 first. So, Lil Man and I saw He-Man Saturday and we both enjoyed it. Hell yeah! I love that. I have the power! But Nerdy Mechanic says, you couldn't pay me enough to get on a helo without seeing the maintenance logbook. See? I respect that. If an expert is saying, don't get on that shit unless you know what the fuck's going on with that, that tells me all I need to know. Because guess what? I ain't no fucking expert on helicopters. I know that they crash a lot. Now, if Nerdy Mechanic was like, I've looked this over, you're good, I might get on one. I might get on a helicopter. Maybe. I'd be more tempted to. You know? Horror Host for 5 says, Brass Bonanza is a song. It's the Hartford Whalers song before they moved to Riley, became the Hurricanes. Oh, okay. I don't know if I can play that on stream. I'd probably get in trouble for it. Would I get in trouble for playing Brass Bonanza? Let me play it on my phone. Let me play it on my phone. Let me, Brass Bonanza. Yo! Hold on. I just got a picture. I'm going to show you on my phone. I just got an image. Fuck, dude. Angie Blanken. She's got an exclusive, one-of-a-kind Nintendo Switch 2 launch coin, and she put that bitch in a whole display. She put it in a whole display. Angie Blanken. Here's the thing. I have yet to see anybody, and I mean this, with the utmost seriousness. I have yet, and Dreaming Tabitha, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I'm in the middle of a rant. I have yet to see a single person that has shown me their commemorative Switch 2 Day 1 launch coin that has done anything to impress me. Every single one of these motherfuckers gets this damn coin. And you know what they do with it? They leave it in the plastic. Oh, look at that. Somebody sent me a Switch 2 coin, Mike. Oh, I got a Switch 2 coin too. Am I cool? No, you're not cool. No, you're not. Because you don't even care about the coin. They leave it in the plastic. They just put it in a desk drawer somewhere. They probably throw it in the trash after they show it to everybody. They don't care about their coins. Now, I took it out of the plastic so I could feel it in my hands. Feel it. Tangible. Real. Feel the metal. Transfer my body heat into the metal. Transfer my electrical signals through the metal of the coin because I care about the coin. And Angie Blanken today has shown me she also cares about the coin. Angie said, not only do I like this coin, I'm putting this coin in a commemorative case where everybody can see it, surrounded by all my other doodads and cuteness. Because Angie Blanken cares. She understands what it means to have a one-of-a-kind, exclusive, commemorative Day 1 Switch 2 launch coin. She gets it. She respects it. This is why I'm proud of, this is why I love this community, y'all. Because y'all know. Y'all out here doing the real thing. Angie, I'm proud of you. I want you to know that. I'm proud of you. Oh, look at that. And then Angie over on Streamlabs. Oh my goodness. For 50.
That's a huge bitch.
Says Meek, check your DMs. This was ordered specially for you. Also, I tagged you on X, and you better watch it and share it at very least. It's a clip of yours truly, clipped from Mudkips. All right, I'll pull it up. I got you, Angie. Angie out here showing people how it's really done with the coin. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I'm so behind on chat right now, so I apologize. Hey, Cool Gamer, thank you for the follow over on Kick, if you're a real person. I hope you're a real person and not a fake person. Fired Up Gaming says soccer fans around the world are equal to the worst football fans and hockey fans in America. That's how you know it's real. That's how you know it's good. Toxic fans are how we do things around here. All right, let me catch up with these super chats while I'm going down. RC Wolf for 2 says gallbladder gone tax, formerly RC Elman. Well, shout out to the Wolf. Ooh! I'm sorry about your gallbladder, man. I'm sorry about your gallbladder. Sorry about that. Miki Shark, make it happen, Metal Save. Talking about Miki Shark? My Miki Shark? This one? This is Miki Shark. He's right here. There's no need for there's no need for costumes or onesies. We've got Miki Shark right here. We've got Miki Shark at home, and it's actually better than the regular version of Miki Shark. So, all right, Angie Blank. Let me see what we got going on here. Let me see what we got popping, Angie. Andrew Fraser Jr. for 199 says, "Is this a hot take, Meek? Obsession over Sinners?" I don't think so. I think they're in that way they're very different movies because I think they're very different movies because Sinners had a much bigger budget. It was a studio film. Obsession is a indie film. And right now I am impressed with the way that Obsession was handled. I think he did get a studio help with when it came to distribution. But even with that, they still came well in under what Sinners did. I think they've outgrown Sinners now. So I don't think that's a hot take at all. I do think Obsession is a very good film. I think the core of it is, and pound for pound, it's definitely a better film than Sinners. I still really like Sinners. I would personally argue they're about maybe equal with a little bit of an edge to Sinners, in my personal opinion. You know, a lot of people didn't like Sinners. That's okay. You don't have to like Sinners. I loved Sinners. I thought Sinners was an excellent film. But I also think Obsession is an excellent film. Between the two of them, though, still, if I had to edge I went out, I'd probably still give it to Sinners. But I don't think it's a hot take. I think it makes sense. I think it absolutely makes sense. All right, I'm so behind right now on chat. Let me see if I can catch up. Axel Wonderland for 2 says, fuck. AA House of Love makes a home AA. Dude, that's wild. Goodness gracious, dude. Thank you for the 2 Exit Wonderland. Mountain Mutt for 5 says it's pronounced Raleigh, dude, as in Sir Walter Raleigh.
Huh?
You put your greasy finger on the corner. My fingers aren't greasy. I actually, don't want greasy fingers. I abhor greasy hands. So, no. What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Charles Evane? How you doing, buddy? Let me see here. I found the gold duck sprite earlier. What's that? I don't know what that is. All right. Oh, yeah. Angie Blanket. Let me pull this up here. I got this pulled up. Chat is freaking flying. What's up, Atomic Patriot? Stalling playing Brass Bonanza. Can I get in trouble for that? Can I stream that without getting in trouble? Warwoods 109 says communicative case. That's what he calls his anus. Thank you for the 199 War Wizard. Russian Bot for 10. What's up, Russian Bot? Said, I showed up for a chill stream and day one Switch coin is being shouted. Anyway, it's going to be a dad and at almost 40. Found out. Prayers up, please. God bless yous. Love the chat and Epic Mike. Hey, Russian Bot, congrats. Congrats. Dad at 40. That ain't no joke. You're in for it. You're in for the long run now. But absolute prayers and blessings for you and that baby and the mama. Pray it's a incidentless, calm, healthy pregnancy. Hope everything goes extremely well. Hope the baby is healthy and grows well. And blessings on you. For real, for real. Blessings on you, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. Babies at 40, that would be a lot. I'm gonna be I'll have grown kids, 2 grown kids before I'm 50. So I'm doing pretty good for myself. Before I'm 45, actually. 45? I don't know. My kids will be grown. My 2 oldest will be out of the house. Or at least full grown adults. Vorpal Snack became a member. Thank you, Vorpal Snack, for becoming a member. Welcome to the meet. Shout out. Appreciate you. Real Grey goes for 10. Says, sorry I'm late and gay. Mike had me looking for his legs after my dog ran off with it. I guess it's karma when you killed a dog and Snake Eater thinking he could eat it and get health.
Get your hand off my penis!
Thank you for the 10 Real Grey goes. Thank you. What's up, Vorpal Snack? I am so fucking behind on chat, dude. What's up, Sandra Franca? I'm just scrolling through. Oh, Raleigh, not Raleigh. Oh, for wherever you guys are from. If I'm from Michigan, bro. I'm like, what am I doing? You know? Atomic Patriot member for 12 months, whole year. Says love lives. Fuck, dude. Love lives a make a mouse a home, a house along. That's fucking wild, dude. Hail Epic Mike and chat. I need to play Soulframe sometime. Also hail to the Tribal Cheeks. Hey, shout out. Yes, Soulframe is still a thing. I just haven't got to it yet. So, yeah. What's up, Baracus? B.A. Baracus. I ain't getting on no plane, Hannibal. I ain't getting on no damn helicopter. You got these people dying on helicopters. I ain't getting on no helicopter. So, Random Acts of Animation says, I feel frame bride. Really? Are you just working hard? Kids don't leave the house anymore. Too expensive. Well, then that's free labor. It's free real estate. So, Meek's reading yesterday's chat. Dude, chat is flying. I cannot keep up with you guys. I can barely keep up with you guys. All right, Angie, you wanted me to play this? So what you tagged me in? Yes, you did tag me in this. This is from our boy Mudkips, which this is only an act of love for you, Angie, because you know me and Mudkips, you know, we don't get along so well.
Hell, what's going on? How the hell did that happen? Appreciate it.
What game is this? Oh, it's Repo.
Uh-oh.
Hey, yo!
That thing. How do I get rid of it?
Hey, yo, what is the game?
Somebody help. Please help. Shit. Son of a bitch.
I never had this happen to me on Repo.
Get rid of you. Son of a bitch.
I've never had this happen to me during Repo, bro. This is wild shit.
Anything funny that I'm getting.
Keep on every 5 seconds. What the hell was that thing?
It's called a spewer.
I've had it on my face for like 10 minutes.
That's
You know
wild, dude.
what? Yeah.
Bro, how are you so calm playing this game? I would have been screaming and running, bro. Oh, hell no, bro.
Oh no.
Oh. That's wild, dude. Shout out. I've never had that. No, I've never had that happen to me. Shout out to Angie Blanken. Appreciate you. That's wild, dude. That's freaking wild. Yeah, I haven't had that happen to me in repo. I've died in repo, but let me close this out. Is Jonas finally getting ready to appear on camera like WDW Pro? Is that why he changed his avatar? It's very possible. That is a thing that people are trying to start doing. Is you haven't seen the Simpy monster? I have not. That is a thing that's getting ready to happen. Is I think a lot of VTubers or guys that typically are not on camera, I believe a lot of them are getting ready to switch over to a like on camera setup because of the way YouTube is doing things with like VTubers and AI tubers. So ignoramus together strong, right? Okay. Oh, somebody asked me a question. Oh, that's right. Let me quickly answer this. Yeah, I know. We just got started. What do I think about Tobey Maguire potentially dying in Doomsday? And I think it was posed as, how could you see it as not disrespectful, or how could you look at it that way or frame it that way? Okay, I'm gonna say it this way. I know people are gonna disagree with me. That's okay. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about that. I understand that you have your own opinions on things. I understand. The question and the way I want to answer this is this. I don't think they should use Tobey Maguire. I do think it's kind of disrespectful to the character to bring him in just to kill him off. But I'll say this. We would never have seen Tobey Maguire again if it wasn't for the MCU. There was no fourth movie getting greenlit. There's no there was no surprise. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect this thing happening where all of a sudden, you know, Tobey Maguire and Sam Raimi get back together and they do a fourth film. That was never going to happen. Ever. So the fact that we got Tobey Maguire back in a Spider-Man film at all, and got to see him and got to actually like see him do stuff and be like the best Spider-Man, remind Spider-Man what it means to be Spider-Man, all of those things, that stuff is awesome. You know, I actually have to give them kudos for the way they handled Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Bringing him back just to kill him off, I think that is indicative of a bigger plan. I do not think that what they're doing and what they're about to do is going to be permanent. I definitely think they're using it for shock factor, but I also think they're doing it because it's the same. It is almost word for word or for tit for tat. A book ripped out of the page of Infinity War, where you kill half the heroes. I think a lot of the characters that we see die here, some of them will stay permanently dead. I don't think Tobey Maguire is going to be permanently dead as Spider-Man. To be honest, he also may not even want to come back as Spider-Man. I don't know. I have no idea what the conversations are, what the negotiations have been, whether or not they've even looked into bringing him back, or if he's even interested in coming back for a fourth film. I will say this, them bringing him back to kill him off is shitty, but the fact that we even get to see him again, that's huge. The fact that they're even letting him be here again is awesome. Now, if he just stands there and he's just like, oh no, my universe, and he dies, that'll be shitty. But if we get to see him do some cool Spider-Man shit and he throws down and he's trying to save his universe and save people and he's doing the thing that we know Tobey can do, or that Tobey's known for as Spider-Man, I'm not saying I'm okay with it. I'm saying that I could appreciate the effort. Let me say it that way. So somebody asking me, also, yeah, people say in the chat, Tobey gets paid. Tobey getting paid is a good thing too. Now, like I said, people asking in the frame of how could I see this as a good thing or how could it be a good thing? That's how. Do I think it's going to be a good thing? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to give it enough time and enough gravitas to really justify killing him off. But if they're going to, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. So yeah. Randomax Animation said, I've been editing a video on my creative process for channel members all day, putting a ton of effort into it. Hopefully it's worth $5. I mean, hey, people love stuff like that, so it's always good. You need to play Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon if you haven't heard of it yet. I have been playing Tainted Grail. I don't have it installed right now, but I have played it. I got to the second act of the game. I like it a lot. There's a lot of really good stuff in it. What I probably should have done is just focus on the main story a lot more, because when I started doing side content, some of the side content is a little lackluster. There's some really good stuff too. I ran into a couple quests that I did that I really, really liked, but the main quest is kind of the strongest point of the game. Some of the side quests are not very good. And my other problem is I just had a couple issues with, I had a couple issues with like optimization stuff. I had a little couple tech issues that I wasn't a fan of. So yeah, I don't know. That was another issue. So, yeah. And then what's up, Watermelon Felon? That's wild, dude. Watermelon Felon for $1. That's fucking crazy work, bro. I actually wanted that for Tuesday. House, louse, mouse, house, arouse, a Strauss spouse. Thank you for the I don't know why that's fucking funny to me every time. You ask the little man who Spider-Man is, he'll tell you Toby. I respect that. I respect that a lot. Let me make sure I got everybody's super chats here. Hold on. Watermelon Felon, we got him. We got him. There we go. Mountain Mutt became a channel member. Thank you, Mountain Mutt. Eric Stratton, member for 4 months, says, I was dying watching you react to Zoe Mamboni tonight. Well done, sir. Plus, Jonas looked like an older and fatter Jay. That's crazy work, bro. Yeah, shout out to Mo Zamboni. Listen, we love Mo around here. All right. I know I give him shit. It's just because it's so funny to, like, it's so entertaining. Okay?
No.
Whether he's leaning in on it or he's just, or I don't know, but it's a great act. Mo's hilarious, bro. It was framed as killing him is not allowed. I think it can be done as long... Okay, is not allowed. I think it can be done as long as they don't make him a bitch and he dies heroically and Dupe looks like a badass. Okay, yes. I get you that way. Of like, the sacred cow argument of like, nobody should be able to touch this. If you're going to do it, you can do it respectfully. I agree with you. I don't think they should, but I can see it. In fact, I would be much more interested in Toby coming back as Spider-Man and having, while Tom Holland's doing his thing, Toby gets kind of caught up in all of this. Maybe he's a central character in this. I would watch the shit out of that. But so I don't know, guys. I'm getting old. $2 million. Yeah, yeah. Put that costume on real quick. Meek, I am screaming and dying inside. I can't run away and use the Meek method. I can barely walk forward without getting killed. You gotta apply the Meek method. You gotta. It's the only way. Is there any point in watching those movies anymore? I don't know, man. That's a great question. I really like, I actually really enjoyed, wow, I can't even remember can't remember the name, and it shows you how much I actually care about that movie. I was going to call it The New Avengers, but, my gosh, why can't I remember the name of that movie? I don't even know the name of that movie anymore. I can't remember it. Guys, help me out. What's the name of that movie? Florence Pugh. And all the like B level superheroes. What's all the B level superheroes? What's that called? What's the movie called? With the MCU with the bad superheroes. And then they got what's his name in it? We got guys, help me out. I don't know. Thunderbolts. Damn. Thank you. Thank you, sissy. The Thunderbolts. I don't think the Thunderbolts sucked. I think it's forgettable. I do think it's forgettable. But I don't think Thunderbolts sucks. I liked Thunderbolts for what it was. This is the hot take. I think they handled the Sentry better than a full film would have handled the Sentry. I actually think they handled the Sentry pretty well in that. Not perfect, not like, oh my gosh, groundbreaking, But for who the Sentry is, who Robert Reynolds is as a character, they characterize him pretty well. My biggest problem is he's not he will refuse to remember because I typed it. What, did Turd actually type it? Oh, I just got hit with all of those at the same time. Blunderbuss, Thunderbolts, Thunderbolts, Thunderbolt, Thunderbolts, Thunderbolts, Blunderfucks, Thunder Bussy, Slingblade, Thunderbolts, Thunderdolts, Thunderbutts. Thunderbolts do Avengers. Thunder Plugs. Thunderbolts. Therapy Bolts, Thunder Cheeks, Thunder Butt Plugs, X-Force, Thundercucks, Dunder Mifflins, Therapy Hugs, Thunder No Feet, Thunder Meeks, Fluffy Biscuits. Thank you. Meek is streaming again? I am. I've always been kind of streaming, but like just not as much as I wanted to stream. So like, yeah, I actually like Thunderbolts. I like, it's not amazing. It's not like groundbreaking. It's a fine installation. Plus John Walker is awesome. John Walker's a fucking badass. Okay. John Walker is a steel-eyed missile man, a steely-eyed missile man. Okay. Butt plugs for the butt sex. What? I mean, that's typically what they're used for. Thunder Dog Killer Meat. That's crazy, dude. I just wanted to change the duvet in peace. John Walker's fucking rad. So, the stuff with Xbox, I don't know, man. So apparently Xbox is experiencing a server outage, which is funny. But yes, so there are heads rolling at Xbox right now. A lot of people, there's a bunch of layoffs coming. Ninja Theory, Compulsion Games, and Double Fine are all getting laid off. I don't know what Ninja Theory Studios has made. Hold on, let me look. Okay, Ninja Theory. Wow, that's bright. Ninja Theory has made Kung Fu Chaos, Heavenly Sword, which I know a lot of people liked Heavenly Sword, Enslaved Odyssey to the West, Devil May Cry, the very first, or the 2013 one. They made Devil May Cry Definitive Edition. They made Disney Infinity 3.0, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, Bleeding Edge, Senua Saga, Hellblade 2, and Senua. So basically, since 2015, they haven't made anything of value. So since 2015, they really haven't made that much of value. Because like Senua's Saga and Senua's Blade, or Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, are basically like tech demos, like glorified tech demos, I've been told. They're very, very, very short games. So other than that, since 2015, they haven't made anything of worth. Okay, let's look at Double Fine Studios and see what they got going on. Double Fine, American Video Game Developers. Double Fine Studios, or Productions, has made... Let's double check on their output. Okay, they made Psychonauts. The very first Psychonauts, 2005. Big deal. That's a good one. They made Brutal Legends. They made Costume Quest. Iron Brigade. So they made some games that people like. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. Double Fine, Happy Action Theater. Let's see what they made in the last... Since 2015, let's see what they made. Grim Fandango Remastered. Massive Chalice, which I was not a fan of. Day of the Tentacle, don't know anything about that. Headlander, don't know anything about that. Full Throttle Remaster. Okay, so a couple remastered games. We get Rad, I don't know what that is. We got Psychonauts 2. They made Psychonauts 2 in 2021. Then they made Keeper, which I know nothing about, and Kiln, which is a game that's supposed to get released later today, or later this year. So, since 2015, they have made one game that I remember hearing a lot about, which was Psychonauts 2. Okay? And then we get Compulsion Games, which I'm going to go off about them in a second here. I've already gone off about Compulsion Games, but we're going to go off about Compulsion Games again. Okay? Compulsion Games. So Compulsion Games has made 3 games. Made a game called Contrast, which I remember hearing about, but I don't know anything about. They made We Happy Few, which I remember We Happy Few coming out. I don't know if it did well. I remember some people liked it, some people didn't. I don't really remember much about it. They also got started as a Kickstarter campaign before they were acquired by Microsoft Studio. Okay, mixed reviews from critics. Has anybody in chat played We Happy Few? Mask is not in the same universe as G.I. Joe. Oh, nice. Has anybody in here... I love how Game and Chill just turned into Chill. I know, it's a problem. Unbanned Metal Slave? She's not banned! She's right there in chat! She literally responded after you did, Tom Cooper. Does anybody play We Happy Few? Because I haven't played We Happy Few, so I don't know anything about it. Okay? But I do know about South of Midnight. It's solid? Okay. They did make South of Midnight. And I have a big fucking bone to pick with Compulsion Studios about South of Midnight and Compulsion Games. Now, you guys already know this, but I'm going to say it again. This is not from Smash JT. It's not from fucking Grums. I reported on this shit a year before they talked about it. I want to go on record as saying that. I think this is important to understand something. That, like, sometimes people can have news that isn't, like, breaking news. I sent this shit to a couple people and told them about this. And because I didn't give them the exact name of the person that I got it from, because I didn't want to out who it was, because they asked me not to at the time, I didn't say anything about it. And they just ignored it. And then all of a sudden, a year later, they're like, hey, by the way, we heard reports that blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, I know. I was the one that fucking said it. I was the one that brought it up and mentioned it. But if you don't know, I'll let you know what's going on. Okay? Compulsion Games was making South of Midnight. They had a voice actor working on the game, who was a black woman who was doing mocap for the game as well as doing voice work for the game. They were very deep into development, had released a trailer. The very first trailer for the game has the original voice actor's voice in it. Okay? And on the game, she was working on the game. She was doing script work. She was like, I don't like, some of the script work isn't super great. If people don't know, the original character in South of Midnight was actually supposed to be mixed race. She was more white than black. She had a black mother. Then they changed her to black because they wanted to, I don't know, get DEI points or whatever, or feel good about black people in the South or whatever. Anyways, so she worked on the game. She did a ton of the voice work, did a ton of the mocap. Partway through, like halfway through development or something like that, Sweet Baby Inc. steps in as a consultant. And during the consulting phase, they're deep into production on this because it was well past halfway that they had this, because they had already had a trailer up by this point. Somebody from Sweet Baby Inc. said that the voice actress did not sound black enough to them, that she was not representative of black people enough. She didn't sound like she was representative of black people in the South, and that they needed to fire her and needed to bring in another voice actor who sounded more black. If you met this voice actor in person, you would assume she was black. I know, because I know her in person. And they fired her. And I know that they fired her, and I know exactly why they fired her, because she told me that her agent called her and said, hey, they are letting you go from this. And she went, why? I'm deep into, like, we've worked on this a ton already. Well, they're concerned about the voice quality and the representation when it comes to the voice quality. And she basically said, so they're firing me because I don't sound black enough. And her agent said, I can't say that that's why, but yes, that's essentially why. And from what I've been told, they deviated significantly from the script that they had. They changed a lot of how, and deviated a lot from the original plot of the game in order to make it more representative of black culture. In order to make it feel more black and authentic to the black experience. And those decisions that they made the game significantly worse, because I was told what the game was supposed to be like. And I'm telling you right now, the game is not like it was supposed to be. So my problem is, you fired my fucking friend. somebody that I think is an incredibly talented voice actor, somebody that some of you actually would know who she is, and fired her for not sounding black enough when you can hear her voice in the first fucking trailer, and she sounds better in the first fucking trailer than the bitch that they hired did in the entire fucking game. And now, as reported, they've been shuttered by Xbox. And now, and this is funny to me because this just recently I saw this, they just hired a new head of that studio. And then they went around and they started mentioning on their social media all of these awards they were getting in Canada and other places, and all these video game awards they were receiving, and how excited they were about it, almost like they're trying to push the fact that they're a good studio and that their game was beloved because they knew they were getting sacked. So the boss bounces. She probably got a severance package and was bounced. Hire this new lady in, say, hey, we're under new leadership now, so whatever happens, happens. And now they're trying to bump up their stock because these 3 studios that have been fired or been cut from Microsoft are now shipping around to become be picked up by other studios. But nobody wants you. South of Midnight did not sell well, and it certainly wasn't a good enough game for you to market an entire studio off of. And every time I see you pop up in my timeline, every time Compulsion Games pops up, South of Midnight pops up, I'm going to put them on fucking blast. I'm putting them on blast for you firing my friend, somebody who is extremely talented, to hire somebody who is a lackluster voice actor, because I've heard the voice work in that game. Lackluster voice actor. Just because she could put a little bit more Southern black in her voice. Nah, motherfucker, get the fuck out of my face. You can get the fuck up out of my face. You deserve your entire studio being shut down. You put somebody out of work because you hired a consulting firm that told you something that you should have looked in their face and laughed and told them to get out of your office. But instead you chose to listen to them. Okay, you patted yourself in the back. You got your little, like, you know, liberal white girl brownie points. Congratulations. Okay, maybe you should have, I don't know, fucking listened to the person that's been a voice actor for over a decade, who is extremely talented, who understands writing and nuance and storytelling, who told you, guess what? The shit that you guys are doing doesn't make as much sense. Why don't we try it this way? I think it'll be better receptive if you guys tried it this way instead. And those people were like, yeah, that's a great idea. And this consulting firm pushed back on it. So fuck Sweet Baby Inc. and fuck Compulsion Games. I hope none of you guys could ever get employed in gaming ever again, anywhere. I legitimately mean this from the bottom of my heart. I hope you can never get a job in gaming ever again. Okay? I don't want you destitute. I hope you land on your feet and find a good job that provides for you and your family, but I hope you can never work in the gaming industry again. I hope your name and your name becomes synonymous with garbage and nobody ever hires you. Go fuck yourself. I gotta catch up on super chats. Sorry, that's my rant. I'm talking about Compulsion Games got shut down. Xbox is chopping heads right now. I think that's a good thing. I know a lot of people are going to be upset about it, but I think it's a good thing. So, real quick here, let me catch up on super chats. RC Wolf for 2 says new MASK comic is interesting in its changes. Okay, you have to tell me what MASK is, because when I saw Mask, I assumed The Mask. Comics. Oh, Mobile Armor Strike Command. I have heard of Mobile Armor Strike Command. Interesting. I'll have to look more into this. I have heard of this before. Okay. Well, that's rad. As a hardcore Xbox fan, this is a good move from Asha. Yet again, they need to trim the fat. I agree. Yep. People need to start getting fired. I've been saying this for a long time in general. In the movie industry, comic book industry, video game industry, people need to start getting fired. People that don't sell comics, video games, movies, TV shows need to be fired. Okay? It's one thing to give people an opportunity because they're working at it or they're trying. It's okay. You know, not every show hits. Not every movie becomes a hit. Not every show becomes a hit. Not every comic becomes a hit. But if you're writing stuff and people are saying, you know what, the story's good or the story is really solid, it just didn't hit with audiences, but let's try again. That's different than people that straight out put out garbage, absolute trash, garbage, terrible, bullshit writing, and then can't sell a thing. Every show, every movie, everything that they touch writing wise fucking crashes into the ground and burns. Every time you do something like this, it crashes and burns. You should not be employed anymore. The horror host for 5 says, We Happy Few is fine. Not as good as playing Brass Bonanza, which should be fine since Urinating Tree has been playing it for years. All right, let me play this Brass Bonanza. If I get in trouble, and shout out to Urinating Tree. He's one of the only sports analysts I actually listen to. All right, this is Brass Bonanza, the Hartford Whalers song. Okay, I'm not going to play any more than that before I get in trouble. But there we go. I played Brass Bonanza. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Imba Franker Z for 5 says, I finally joined Criticalist. Let's fucking go. Feel free to follow me for reviews. Glory Dogs with a Z now has a group in Criticalist as well. Dogs spelled D-A-W-G-Z. D-A-W-G-Z. Glory Dogs. Dogs. Go check them out. Go check out Imba Frankers over on Criticalist. Go check out Glory Dogs group over on Criticalist. Go check out Mr. and Mrs. Rough Night over on Criticalist as well. Appreciate them. And yeah, we got over 1,000. We are at over 1,000 followers on Criticalist. Not one to brag. Second guy to ever do that on the website though. It's amazing what happens when you post reviews on that website. Shout out to Criticalist. All right, let me catch up on super chats. And hi, Brenda. Good to see you in chat. Metal Slave is not banned. Metal Slave has never been banned. She's in chat right now talking. She's not banned from Epicverse chat either. She's never been banned. Now I've called for her to be banned because of her bad behavior, and it's never once happened. Soundwave Superior, remember for 2 months, says Beast War. Let's go. Soundwave Superior says Beast Wars is amazing no matter what the Canadian thinks. Code of Hero is still one of the best episodes of any show ever. Let's fucking go. Oh man.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Let's go! Let's go!
You love to hear it. I don't know what kind of nonsense. Listen, man, if you want to be a fan and you just don't like Beast Wars, that's okay. That's all right. It's okay. Not everybody likes good things. It's all right. There's people out there that don't like Batman the Animated Series. People sometimes just don't like good things. But you trying to walk around here saying Beast Wars is garbage? No. You can get all the way fucked out of here with that nonsense. Beast Wars is fucking incredible. Okay? I'm sorry, but it's true. Beast Wars is amazing. One of the best 3D animated shows ever made. Now, Rough Night dropped in chat on Monday Hangover. And I get a chance to read it. Dinobot's final words. Shit goes hard as fuck, bro. Okay? And this is from Code of Hero. Because yeah, Dinobot is fucking rad. Started out as a Maximal, and then why can't I remember the bad guys right now? Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up because I can't remember. My brain has a fart or a brain fart right now. Predacons. I kept trying to call them. I'm like, they're not Decepticons. Stop. Predacons. So he starts out as a bad guy, a Predacon, and then becomes a Maximal. Defects from his bad guy self. His last fucking words, Dinobots, in the show. Tell my tale to those who ask. Tell it truly, the ill deeds along with the good, and let me be judged accordingly. Bro. That shit's adapted from Othello and Hamlet, bro. That shit's hard as fuck. You can't sit there. I don't give a fuck how many Transformers toys you own. I don't give a fuck how big your collection is. You can't sit there and tell me that line ain't hard as fuck and the writers weren't their pens weren't absolutely on fire, smoking on the page when they wrote that shit. You can't tell me that. You couldn't sit in a box with me, gun to my head, and tell me that isn't good. Beast Wars is fucking hard as fuck, bro. All right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Over on Kick? Hey, yo, I never get anything on Kick. That's crazy, bro. Let me pull this up. I never get anything on Kick. Hold on. Over on Kick? I never get anything on Kick. Hold on. Dougie B for 10,000 kicks. God dang, Dougie B.
That's a huge bitch.
Oh my goodness. For 10,000 kicks, Dougie B. Shout out Wicked Virtue for the raid. Thank you for the raid over on Kick. Appreciate you. Yo, Doug B. Dropping them. Excuse me while I whip this out. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. MASK, Transformers, Void Rivals, and G.I. Joe. So that all the new Energon universe. That's cool. They combine them all into one. That's fucking rad.
No.
They learn the meaning of you reap what you sow. Boom. Fucking nailed it right there. You fired somebody, you lose your fucking job too. Just is what it is. Didn't have to do it. Did you mention the community manager tweeted how she hates gamers, white people, and Asians? I did not know that, or I did not mention that, but no. I mean, yeah, it was a whole fucking mess. I was a hater of compulsion games before it was cool to hate them. What's up, Wiley Dave? I was a hater of compulsion games before it was cool to hate them. Fuck them. Fuck them. All the way off. So. What's up, Oleander? How you doing, buddy? Why don't you tell me how you really feel? Perfect clip to upload later. It would be good if I actually make clips on my channel. I should make clips. What is your favorite number of vertices? Chat, can we ban Turd Ferguson? Thank you. Get him out. What's up, Tommy? How you doing, buddy? How was Raw? Was it good? Funny how everybody made fun of Asha and said she wasn't really bringing change, but she's making goated moves in a very short amount of time. She is doing a lot more than a lot of CEOs have ever done. Why did I say it like that? She has done a lot more than other CEOs have ever done. I can't believe it. Yeah, Asha's kind of putting up W's right now. So, I mean, I can't be mad at her for what she's doing. Doesn't mean that Xbox is fixed. But I can't be mad at her for what she's doing. Xbox has been cooking, bro. Xbox has been legit cooking. This is like the DSP version of a chill stream just without begging and treating the chat like crap. What does that mean? I'm with the retardation. I know. Sorry, I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. This should be the Tuesday Night Main Event opening. That's funny. Stream strike down imminent? Who knows? Maybe. Maybe. I don't think Mike has legs. The music and dancing is just an elaborate cover. I do have legs. People have seen my legs. People have seen my legs. Is it true that Beardo did not know who Schultz was in Hogan's Heroes? I don't think he knew anything about Hogan's Heroes at all, honestly. So the only reason I know anything about Hogan's Heroes is because my grandmother loved Hogan's Heroes. My grandmother had every single episode of Hogan's Heroes. She had every single episode of MASH. She had every single episode of Star Trek, the original Star Trek. She had every single episode of Looney Tunes. She had other shows as well that she really liked that she had on tape, but she had... Holy shit, you guys are crazy. Yeah. She had every single episode of those shows on tape. And I watched... I didn't watch as much MASH. It was a little too slow for me as a kid, but I did watch some Hogan's Heroes. I watched all of her Looney Tunes stuff, and I watched all of Star Trek, the original series. That is how I became a nerd. My grandmother was a nerd before being a nerd was cool. Because of that. When people ask me about that, that's how I became a nerd. My mother and my grandmother was super into like early computers. She had a Commodore 64. She knew how to program it. She programmed her own games and stuff on it. You know, like, dude, yeah. I was around nerds. My mother worked with computers very early on. So I did computers. Like I was around computers my whole life. I was a PC gamer before I ever got a console. That's including like an original Nintendo and stuff. My mom had computers around me well before any of that. So, Doug B for another 500 kicks. Let me see if I can find. Hold on, I have a kick sound on there. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Where's it? Do I still have it? Do I still have it? I might have got rid of. That's too quiet. That's too quiet. It's too quiet. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Doggy B, for the 500 kicks. Appreciate you. And Atomic Patriot, thank you for the follow over on Kick as well. Shout out to my Kick people. Appreciate you guys. Criticals looks like it was made in MySpace. Yeah, that's fucking rad. We need MySpace back. MySpace was the only thing holding back Facebook. I'm almost at 100 followers on Critical. Hey, shout out, Turd. Maybe you should stop disliking my reviews. Hi, Faithful Geek. What you doing, buddy? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I want to support Criticals, but I'm not a big review guy, I think. You don't have to do any reviews. You just go over there and hang out and talk. You could also go over there and you don't ever even have to put words. You can literally just put your number for the review. Put your percentage. Just drop it. You never, ever have to say a single word on there. You're always welcome. Shout out. Thank you again for the raid, Wicked. Appreciate you. Thank you for the subscription, Matt. Limpicky? Tommy says show feet. No. I've shown my feet one time on stream. That stream is now privated. Metal Slave is banned again.
If you would join us.
Maybe. Clyde Dashing for 2 says don't ban Metal Slave tech. She's not banned. Metal Slave is not banned. She's still here. Beast Wars is better than Generation 1. You said it, man. You said it. I didn't say it. You said it. I didn't say it. Turd says it's like yelling into a void sometimes. Turd, you'll be okay. Is this the Meek method of gaming? Yes. We're supposed to be gaming and chilling. I've just been talking this whole time. I've just been talking this whole fucking time. Some slanders. Beast Wars, hand down one of the greatest shows in toy lines. Yeah. Dinobot was a boss. Dude, Dinobot was fucking rad. Mike, you should have brought up the Evil Dead parody and reboot. I know. I forgot to say. I saw it in chat and I forgot to say something about it. Yeah. Because we were talking about Evil Dead and the Army of Darkness. And yes, I do remember that Reboot did a parody episode of Evil Dead. Reboot was fucking way ahead of its time. That show was so good. Deceptigoon said Predagon. Thank you for letting me know. Piping Senate for $2.79 Canadian says transmutate. I am hurt. Tears, bro. What? What's that mean? What does that mean? Huh? What does that mean? So is the game coming on? I started the game and then I got distracted. I have the game right here. Here, I'll pull up the game. I'll pull up the game. I can pull up the game. It's okay. I'll pull up the game. We have a game. There's a game happening. What's up, Oculus? How you doing, buddy? Did you just clap? What? I punched my fist. I was doing this. I was mad. I got a little heated. I got a little heated because Cole Hauser now fucking hates my guts. But I'm not backing down off of the fact that Beast Wars is fucking banging, dude. I'm not backing down off of that. And here's the thing. As some people have said, Cole Hauser is very tall, very strong. Okay? Cole Hauser could beat the shit out of me. But guess what? The issue isn't whether or not he can beat the shit out of me. It's whether or not he can maintain dignity by doing so. Okay? Because I have said this before. Like, yeah, I will fight. Okay? I will fight people. I've fought many times. Okay? But if I know I'm not going to win a fight, I'm not going to make it easy for you. You're not going to have a good time doing this. And not like, I'm going to go down swinging and hit you as hard. No. I'm going to debase myself to embarrass you. Okay? By the end, there will be a whole crowd of people pulling you off of the poor, crying, screaming, crazy person who pissed his pants and was crying and screaming at the top of his lungs while you pounded on him, punching and kicking and doing all the stuff you want to do. It doesn't matter to me. You start choking me out, I'll literally pull Jason Segel. He's so strong, and I'll fall out. I'll pass out before. I will make myself pass out before the blood flow actually leaves my brain. There ain't gonna be a win here for you. You can feel good about it, I guess. But I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Irish Whips and Armdrams for 109 says, can't believe you would ban Metal Slave. Shake my head. She deserved it. I'm not going to make it. You're not going to have a good time. It's not good for you. Raw was boring. I've been hearing they've just been doing a lot of boring shit. Black Cloud for 5. Thank you for the 5. Black Cloud, appreciate you. Missman Gaming Streams had games. Shut up. Andrew Fridge Jr. for 109 says, what are your thoughts on Transformers Prime? I haven't seen it yet. I've heard it's really good. I have not seen it yet. Beardo only knows Arkham City Pokemon and the new Resident Evil slot. That's wild. How young am I? I'm 35. 36? 36? Yeah, I'm 36. Yeah, I'm 36. I'd hang out with grandma today. Grandma was based. My grandma was very based. Yep. My grandma's very based. Yeah. Dude, I'm not, this is no joke. Like, okay, I'll brag on my grandma a little bit. Oculus, thank you for the gifted membership. Mrs. Rough Knight is now a member. Welcome to the Meek. Critical needs some changes if normies are going to adopt it. I think it's fine like it is. Because the thing is, like, the indicators on your account, that's how you, like, in the friends with benefits system and stuff, to me, that's how you can filter out reviews the way you want them to be. So you, like, go look at a review and you see, like, a bunch of people, but the people that you trust are the ones that you make your friends with benefit. They're the ones who pop up in your feed first, so you see them. I think it's got a good system for what it is, because you want people to be able to have a voice. So this is a Beardo intro? No. This isn't a Beardo intro. This is the gaming and chill. We're just talking. I pray to the God Emperor to heal your feet. I have feet, and my feet are fine. My feet are fine. Reboot has a parody episode of X-Files too. See, I don't remember that. I don't remember that episode. I have to check that out. Dude, Reboot is so fucking good, dude. Real Grego says, Reboot is a great show. I'm so glad they found all the original master tapes and are going to re-release the series. Yes. If you have not heard, there was a whole documentary on it. These guys found the master tapes for Reboot, and they are rebooting Reboot by doing like a 4K version of the original like tapes, and they're gonna re-release it. So I'm pretty excited. If you don't remember Transmutate, you need to go back and rewatch Beast Wars. It's been a hot minute, bro. All right. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, I don't even remember what that is. It's gonna be, yeah. Cole Hauser's cool. Cole Hauser is cool, people. But I also know he hates my fucking guts because of my take on Beast Wars. So I don't know what to do about that. You know, I don't know what to do about that. Mike just sprays his ink sac and releases his stench gland so he can get away. Yeah. Mistborn says kinky Mike. Listen. Like I said, I said you weren't going to have a good time. Didn't say I wasn't going to have a good time. Meek combat methods taking note. Yeah. My money's on Cole Hauser. You could put money on him all you want. You won't feel good about earning that. Eric Andre got involved with the bloodline. Jacob Fatu splashed him. What? Tommy, is that real? Eric Andre? What the fuck? Is it because of Jackass? Yo, that's dumb as shit. What's up, Tharg host? How you doing? Vorpal Snack says, I'm going to bed. Hey, have a good night, Vorpal Snack. I appreciate you, bro. Clyde Dashing for 2 says his feet are fine in heaven. That's crazy. There was a reboot of Reboot. Yeah, so they did a reboot of Reboot, but it actually had nothing really to do with Reboot. It was about like a bunch of kids, like a bunch of fucking teenagers doing shit, I don't know, on computers or something. It was dumb as shit. Like the premise was stupid as fuck. And I was like, I want nothing to do with this. Peas and chicken grease. It's a scrap iron. That's a deep cut, bro. I like that. Reboot walks so cold Lyoko could run. I respect that. Bottom of the 9th, Astros 3, Tigers 9. Let's go. Michigan's time is here. Did you hear about that girl who cheated on her boyfriend with her cousin? I did not hear about that. What? What happened there? What? I heard about that girl that got thrown off that bridge. Yo, bro. Skydiving, I'll do. Bungee jumping, no thanks. I won't do bungee jumping. And that girl that went bungee jumping in like, I don't fucking remember, Sao Paulo or whatever it was, and they just threw her off a bridge. They just threw her off a bridge, and they didn't tie the rope to her legs, and she fell to her death. So, yep. And people are like, "You want to go skydiving?" Nope. You can get fucked. Absolutely not. There's no way that's gonna happen. Oh shit, dude, what are we doing? You guys asked me why I banned her. Metal Slave for 20 says everybody, the Meek method sucks. You know what? That was a fun video. That's wild. You get ban Metal Slave. She's banned. Okay. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but Metal Slave is banned permanently from chat forever. I don't remember the controls. So hold on. Spectral Sight, block. That's right. Melee, throw, recall, attack, kick, roll. Bless you. It's been so long since I played this game. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yo! Doug B again for 500 kicks! Yo! She said everybody. Sorry, Metal Slave. Get her out of here. Why? Bang.
Out! You're banned!
That's all I have to say on that.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
See, now we're playing a game. Metal Slave earned that ban. See, I'm glad you guys agree with me. I'm glad you guys see it now. She's a real problem. I don't remember the controls of this game very well. Fuck, hold on, I gotta kill these guys without, I don't remember how to dodge. He was joking around about it first with a major no-no. It encouraged the atmosphere where safety is a joke. I don't care where you are, what you're doing, it always leads to an accident. Was she really joking around about that? See, that's a huge no-no. Yeah, if you're, I wouldn't be fucking around joking about my safety like that. Nope. Absolutely not. There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't be fucking joking about that shit at all. I don't know the party poopers here. I missed what happened. I have no idea. What's up, D-Vinny? Tigers win! Look at that, bro. Because you were watching me. Hey, yo, was that a trout? Oh, fuck yeah. There we go. What's up, Keenan? How you doing, buddy? Going back? Oh, thank you. Like I said, we're just fucking gaming and chilling, bro. I'm playing Soulframe, waiting for Josiah to show up and yell at me about it because I didn't tell him I was playing Soulframe. Because we're supposed to play this together, but I was just picking a game. Only rich people can afford to die. I have bills to pay. Yeah, I feel that, bro. I ain't got time to bleed. Here's the thing. This is what I was gonna say before the stream. I have just been really fucking busy lately. I've been very fucking busy lately, and I have not been like able to just like fucking focus on anything. And so sometimes I will sit here for like 30 minutes trying to figure out what game to play or like what to do in like gaming, because trying to start a brand new game or try to start like a series of games right now, I just don't have the time for. And I don't want to start a series of games and not finish them, because every time I've done that, you guys have gotten very upset with me. Okay? So sometimes I'll sit here for like 30, 40 minutes just staring at my screen, trying to figure out what game I'm going to play tonight that I can just play with y'all and be chill. And like that you guys, that's the other thing too. When I play games that people like give a shit about, if somebody's like, hey, you should play this game that I love, that's from my childhood, that I really care about. Okay, well, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. The big problem here is, and this is the big issue that I run into a lot, chat, is then what happens is when I get distracted like this and I start talking to you guys, they get upset with me. They're like, hey, oh shit, I'm getting killed by a bear. They get upset with me. They're like, oh, why are you talking instead of playing the game? You need to pay attention to the game. Here's the thing. I'd much rather fucking talk to you guys. Okay? The game is like of secondary importance to talking to you. That's what I want to do, is have chats and talk to my chat about stuff. That's what I want to do. That's what I'd rather be doing. Okay? And I can't do that when I'm fucking paying attention to games. Like, I can't talk to you guys as much. See? We're back to no game. Okay? I don't want to start a series of games that mean something to somebody. Like Devil May Cry. I don't want to start Devil May Cry and then not be able to actually, like, follow through with playing it. Okay? Because that's not fair to the people that ask me to play these games. Okay? Who the fuck is this? Also, Josiah. Hi. Hi, Josiah. That timing was pretty fucking crazy, actually. Not gonna lie. You see the Japanese fans clean up the stands when left with comparison to New York City basketball fans torching the buses? I did hear about that and see that. Yeah, totally different culture, man. And I'm not saying that in a good way. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm saying it's crazy how different the cultures are. Motherfucker. What's up, K-Joe? How you doing? So yeah, that's like my thing is like, I get it. It's like, you know, you want me to play games and I want to play games and I like playing video games. The games are just for, the games are kind of more of like a thing for me to do to like chill with you guys, not to make like a big emphasis on. And if I am making a big emphasis on the game, it's something I want to play that I don't want to get distracted to. Mike would love Devil May Cry 2 if he ever gets around to it. Top 5 games of all time. See, I've already been told not to play that. Chad already told me I could skip 2. I didn't have to play it, so. But I also learned that Devil May Cry 3 is apparently like a very difficult game. Or Devil May Cry 1 and 2 are very difficult games. So you guys kind of set me up too. The Japanese are Tau. That's actually accurate. Japanese are Tau. In America, 100% is the Imperium. In every way, shape, and form. America is the Imperium. Josiah Rises for 20. Says, well. Josiah, you want to jump in? If you want to jump in, let me know. If you got time to jump in right now, you can jump in, bro. I'll pull up Discord. We can hang. We can chill. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. The Metal Slave for 20 says, ban me, and I will show the world your hobbit foot. Chat, his big toe is my binky.
Huh? Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
Thank you for the 20 Metal Slave. I find it wild that Danhausen uncursed the Knicks and the Hurricanes, and they both won their respective championships. Danhausen gonna become a national treasure around here. Why are you sucking her big toe? I'm not letting her. It's not on purpose. It's not willing. See what y'all put Mike through? See, Steven? Yeah, you understand. I mean, I never played Schedule 1 with me since he promised to play with me. That's what I'm saying, sissy. I didn't forget about you. I haven't played Schedule 1. I have to actually have time to sit down and schedule time with you. I have to get on a Discord call with you. I have to figure out what your Discord is. We have to talk about it and chat about it. That way we can jump into a call together. Which should also require me to get my Discord done. Which also requires me to talk to my mods. Make sure that they're all set up. And then I have a rule set in the Discord. That you guys all understand how the Discord operates. You see how it's a cascade of things that has to happen? You see what I'm saying? It's not that I'm ignoring you. Have you tried downloading the game into your Neuralink? I've heard that it runs a lot faster because your brain doesn't have to input the controls into your hands. It's basically the same experience with Turd, I haven't ignored you. I've read some of your stuff. Do a Halo Master Chief Collection multiplayer night with chat. I would need to, I would have to get my Discord up and running, which is almost done. It literally sends out notifications. So just play Devil May Cry 3. Keijo, thank you. I am having a blessed day. I got to start with 1 first. War Wizard 109 says, wait, stop the game and pay attention to us again. Way ahead of you, pal. Devil May Cry is difficult, but it's really the only good game in the franchise. The first one? Really? You don't think the other ones are good? Interesting. Devil May Cry 1 isn't difficult, but it is the best of the series. Okay. Interesting. I'll play it. I mean, I definitely will, but if I play it, I'm going to play 1, 3. We're skipping 2. You guys told me I could skip 2, so I'm going to skip 2. Play 1, 3, 4, and 5, because I have those. So, one the K did you just say? I didn't say that. That was Battlesake. You have to say shit like that or you won't read it? Not true. Hey, RC, I keep trying to call you Elman. RC Wolf, have a good night, buddy. Appreciate you, man. I've got a 110-pound pity snoring on my lap, so you're basically as close to heaven as anybody could be right now. Respect that. War Wizard 499 says, skipping Devil May Cry 2, it's like playing Arkham City first. They told me I could do it. Do I time her out, Miki? No, don't time her out. She's okay. Ex Gatekeeper, member for 15 months, says wishing you continued success and good health. God bless the Epic Angel. Love you to bits, Mike. Take care. But hey, man, thank you, Gatekeeper. Good to see you in chat, bro. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. I hope you're doing well. Hope work is going well. Hope life is going well. And if it's not, you have my prayers, my friend. Appreciate you very, very, very much. Sounds like Mike is being lazy. That too. That too. Metal Slave for 10. Lies is either I drink the sweat off your toe or go thirsty.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
I'm calling the cops. That's wild. Thank you for the 10. Warhammer build stream when? So I would do a Warhammer build stream, but I need to get a second camera to hook up to my OBS that can like look it down at my desk while I build the little models. While I build these. If you guys haven't seen the inside of a thing, my Grey Knights Purifier squad here, okay? No. Look at this shit. If you haven't seen it, some of you guys know what's up. Some of you guys know what you're in for when you build these things. But some of you guys don't know what it looks like. Okay? No. I have to clip out these parts. Okay? Look at this. Look at this. I have to clip out these parts. Okay? See these? Clip out these parts. Okay? I have to make sure I get all the extra flashing off of them. Okay? Make sure I get the little flashing off them when I cut them off of the sprues here. Okay? All right? Understand? And then I have to glue them all together. I have to glue the pieces together the way that they're supposed to be glued together, which can be done. You know, there's instructions for all of that. I have a wonderful, wonderful, dear, loving, amazing friend who gave me a starter kit for how to put together pieces. And I am forever, eternally grateful for that because it's a great place to start. Gave me some really good advice on how to use those things. And I have to take all those out. And then once I build them, then I have to paint them. So it's a process. That's the big thing for me is the time. I just don't have the time half the time. That's the biggest problem. Devil May Cry 3. Devil May Cry 3 is the best in this series. Metal Slave is having too much fun, guys. I don't complain. I'll be home in 2 days. Well, hey, man, be blessed. Appreciate you. Objectively, a cat for 2 says Beardo can't pronounce Vyacheslav? Vyacheslav? I don't know if I pronounce it right either. I don't speak Russian. You know I don't speak Spanish. Vyacheslav. Did I say it right? I probably said it wrong too. Me, myself, and I for 109 says just a hi and glad we are all here. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Okay. You guys want to know how streaming works too? This is a real thing. Most streamers, this is no joke. Most streamers, not all of them, some of them don't have this problem. A lot of streamers have a lot of anxiety before they go live. A lot of anxiety. And the assumption is, and the concern is always, is anybody going to fucking watch my stream? That is always the major concern. And this is like no joke. This happens all the time. They will go live or they're about to go live and they'll stop and they'll look at their screen and they'll be like, fuck, is anybody going to even watch if I go live? Is this the best time to do it? Like, is this going to work? Like, you know, this happens a lot with streamers. And every time I go to fire up a stream and it's been a week since I've streamed or it's been 5 days or whatever, I always assume that nobody's going to be watching. We have over 200 people watching right now just on YouTube. Okay. The Kick numbers are steadily going back up again. I used to routinely have like 50, 60 people watch me on Kick and stuff, but you always assume that nobody's going to watch you. And it's an awful feeling because like, you try not to stress about it, but you also like, but if nobody's watching, like that sucks too. Cause like, I'm hoping people do watch. So like, it's kind of a both and situation. It's called imposter syndrome. A lot of streamers have that too. And so like, yeah, it's a thing. Tommy says, Irish Whipped and Arm Dress says, but girl, did you watch Euphoria? Funny story. I've actually watched the first season of Euphoria. I've not watched season 2 of it yet. I've been watching it. I had a friend recommend it to me. I get why people like it. I'm like not in love with it, but I get why people like it. There's some good writing in there. Some of it, not all the time. Some of it, but not all the time. If you don't take it out of the box, it's not a pile of shame. See, you understand. You get it. Half an army. Typos. I have a full army. I have an entire full army. Like, so I have the purifiers. I have a box right here with just a regular strike squad in it. Very nice strike squad. Which I know, I think in 11th edition, I think interceptors are going to be hot again. I know they're going to get, I think they're getting slightly nerfed, but yeah, so there's this one. I have the purifier squad, and I have a couple other boxes right here. Hold on, I got another one that's unopened.
No.
Hold on. Wait, chat. Okay, yep. I got a whole nother strike squad right here. Yeah, I got enough for a full army. And my buddy, my very good buddy, gave me all of his Grey Knight stuff. So I actually have like probably like a small army right now, like enough for a couple squads to run with. And then I also have the ones I haven't built. I have a full army of Grey Knights that I can run with. So I need to get working on them, but the next thing is I have to wait until 11th edition comes out so that I can actually like know how the game works. Marie Regos for 5 says there's a process of stalling too. Home love makes a house. Thank you, appreciate it. Oh shit.
Yeah.
We're getting kicks over there. Hold on, I'll go check that out. Devil May Cry 1 is definitely the best in the series. DMC 3 is a very tough game. DMC 2 was pretty subpar. Everybody's told me to skip 2. Everybody's told me to skip 2. Bro, Mike, I started streaming. It's true. I have calmed down a lot, but still I feel it. Yeah, dude. It's always there. Always watching. Wazowski. Always watching. Pokemon Applesauce says, Mike, I have to wait 2 hours every night for my girlfriend to get a shower, sit on the toilet talking to ChatGPT. I'm going to be here. Shout out, bro. Shout out. Brain Damage Autist says, relax, Mike. I never watched, but I'm still donating. Season 2 has goon material of Sweeney, and you see her tits. That is true. You do see Sydney Sweeney's boobs a lot. So I don't like public speaking, Mike. I don't either. I have horrible social anxiety. I know music, FYI, for 2. So I always watch you, Meek. Oh, you mean on stream? Hey. However it works.
Can I get to sweet yams?
It's half an army. Mike has no legs, so he wants to feel represented, so he cuts their legs off too. Thank you, Real Grey Ghost. My camera was glitching? Was it really? Got myself a squad of salamanders. Hell yeah, dude. You missed the first bit. It's okay, said Brain Damage Autist. I did Star Wars Legion. I was building the Empire and only finished 1/2 of it. Oh, you finished half an army. Painting the troopers took it out of me. That's, yeah, I mean, my camera was artifacting. Was it really? Oh, my bad. Preon Corpse, thank you for the kick. Appreciate you. Angie Blanket for 10 says, wild conspiracy theory. When Kata showed his new computer build on Tuesday night's main event, he had just the RGB lights working and trying to fool the IDOTs. Now, did you all know what he was doing? Oh. You think he just turned on the RGB lights in his new PC build? Interesting. We might have to investigate this. This might call for an investigation. Oculus says, I need to get my Custodes Combat Patrol assembled and painted. I feel you, bro. Warhammer is way more expensive than Legion, so I went with a cheaper game. That's fair. 11th edition launches on the 20th. Yeah, it's right around the corner. Now you want you to play. Now I want you to play 2 twice. And they told me I could skip it. So, what's up, King Alucard? Made cherry lemonade, mixing lemonade with cherry Kool-Aid. Shit's good, bro. It does sound good. If I wasn't trying to avoid massive amounts of sugar right now, I would go out and get some Gatorade because that shit sounds fire right now. I like painting space geckos. The metallic salamander green is very soothing to paint. I dig that. Irish with an armbread says, yams. God bless Sydney Sweeney. Yeah, she's a national treasure. Ninja Fish for 5 says, hey man, mad props to your streaming efforts. I couldn't do it if I tried. So yeah, mad props to you. Mad props to all who giving streaming a shot. Yeah, man, listen, I would encourage anybody that wants to get into it to turn on the camera and try it. Not everybody can do it, but a lot of people can. And if you want to do it, man. Just turn on a fucking camera and do your thing. I love stalling streams. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that before. I don't know what that is. Shellcaster TV says, been streaming less than a month and I'm so surprised I don't get anxiety, probably because I know no one will be watching yet. You should always, this is 100% real, like advice, no joke. I've said this before. You should always stream like you have 1,000 people watching you. Like, the difference is going to be in your presentation of how you do things, how you operate, and how you say things or how you approach different things. But ultimately, if you're streaming, you should always be streaming like 1,000 people are watching you, because you want the hope to be that one day you have 1,000 people watching you. And if you only, and I've seen this before with new streamers, especially ones that don't have people watching them or don't have a big audience or have nobody. The ones, this has happened so many times. I've seen this. I'm not even joking. I've seen this so many times. I know other streamers can talk to this because I lurk a lot in a lot of chats. I watch a lot of streamers, or I watch their video on demand later and stuff. I just go through and watch stuff like that. And often don't participate because I'm playing a game or doing whatever. One of the things I see more often than not is people streaming. And they're doing a stream, they're doing a game stream or whatever. They're talking about the game or whatever. And then you could see them checking the chat, or you can see them checking to see who's watching. And they go like, ah, man, it's nobody's watching, or there's nobody here, or, oh, well, we have one person watching. Cool, man. Normally nobody watches the stream. Things like that. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody's here for the pity party stuff. Like, it's one thing if somebody comes in your channel and you go, hey, welcome in, like, glad you're here. And then you keep doing your thing. When you're playing your game, make commentary on your game like you're talking to 1,000 people that are all just watching you do your thing. That's the way to do it. And then when you start seeing people come into your chat and talking, interact with them because you've been looking for it. Because the other thing I see a lot of too with streamers that don't have a big audience is this. They'll be playing, they'll be chilling and doing their stream, and they'll do this. And not once do they ever look at their chat. Not once do they ever look down to see if anybody's watching or if anybody said anything in chat. And I have seen this so many times where somebody will pop into their chat and say something to them, or they'll say, hi, or they'll be like, oh, interesting streamer. Oh man, I love this game. And the person isn't paying attention. They're not looking, so they don't see it when it happens. And then guess what happens? That person leaves. And once that person's left, they're likely never going to come back. It's just how it is. Those people will likely never come back because they came into your stream to talk to you or to interact with you or your chat and nothing happened. And so they're like, cool, okay, this person doesn't even talk to anybody. What's the point? It happens so many times. So the hope is to always stream like you have 1,000 people watching you. Expect that people are going to want to talk to you when they show up, and be prepared for that. Keep your chat up, keep it going. And don't sit there and not say anything because nobody's watching you. Keep fucking talking. Have a good mic. Keep chatting about what you're doing. Keep chatting about what you enjoy about the game. Oh man, I played this when I was younger. Or, oh man, I've always loved this, or I've always loved that, or whatever. Anything to just keep the conversation going and give people a chance to interact with you. It's honestly really important. And it's not an easy thing because a lot of people don't think about it. A lot of people forget to do that. Or they assume because nobody's watching, it doesn't matter. Why do I have to talk? Well, it's because you need to be ready for when people do talk, not waiting for people to show up and then be prepared to talk later. Because at that point, then what are you doing? Mrs. Roughnite says, so I'm a theater kid. I have no shame. Will make a complete ass of myself on stage, unafraid, no stage fright. It's amazing. Yeah, you are very good. She's a very talented actress. The second I'm asked to do public speaking or really intimate singing gigs, I get nervy. Yeah, I feel that. Every time I stream, no one watches, but I do it because I enjoy what I'm talking about. The day I care about who and how many are watching be the last day I stream. Yeah, it's just about interacting with people, and people will show up and watch your stuff. What's up, Mo Zamboni? Says, try getting plucked out of obscurity in your mid-40s. The imposter syndrome was real for a while. However, the fellowship rules, and it's awesome to be here. I love every day I get to do this. Shout out to Mo Zamboni, bro. He's a real one. And here's the thing. Mo gets put through the fire, but he always comes out on the other side. He never gives up. Okay? Never gives up. Shout out to Mo Zamboni for being a real one. Porcupine Applesauce says, Brother Kata, so that PC from the kid down the street, that trash he made is at the dump. He just threw it away. What's up, Nitrum? How you doing, buddy? The Kool-Aid itself is unsweetened. Really? Actually, dude, Kool-Aid sounds so good right now. Darth Bane says, I'm still building my Black Templars in the middle of building a repulsor executioner. Dude, hell yeah. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, camera blips like every 10 to 15 seconds, but audio is 100%. Really? That way you could skip people and not feel bad. Can we ban Turd Ferguson? Get him out. I'm not saying names, Rough Night, okay? I'm not saying names, people. I'm not saying names of people. I'm just saying on anybody I've watched, there are people that do that all the time. And it is a real problem, and you just have to get used to it, man. Some people like Hassan Piker will have 40K and they just put on a show, the TV show, and dip. Yeah, and that's the other part of it. Is you have people that have thousands of people watching them and don't give a shit. They don't interact with chat at all. And yeah, they do things like walk out of the fucking stream to go eat. They'll leave to go eat in the middle of a stream and put on somebody else's content and shit. Shit like that happens all the time. Like if you're streaming for 10 hours a day and you go, guys, I got to stop and I gotta go get a drink, or I got to go get, food, or I got to go stretch real quick or whatever, and you have built-in breaks to your stream, that's different. But then also you should be prepared to have content ready and all that stuff too. But some of these guys, they do it all the time and then they start to take it for granted. And I don't ever want to take this for granted. Every dollar that somebody gives me, every hour that somebody watches me, every minute that somebody spends watching my stupid ass on a stream is like a huge compliment. I'm not entitled to people's time. In my opinion, I'm even less entitled to people's time than I am their money. I'm not entitled to anybody's money either. But like, what I mean is like, super chats and stuff are awesome. And that keeps the lights on. It keeps paying my bills so I can do this full time. But every minute that somebody spends watching your stream is a minute that they could have done something else or spent on something else or spent watching someone else. And the fact that somebody is willing to spend their time on you is, to me, far more valuable and far more important, because it means that they like what you're doing and they enjoy what you're doing. Audience retention is a big thing to me when I look at my stats and see when do people leave and when do people stay and stuff like that. And it's funny because as much shit as you guys give me for like stalling and like getting distracted talking, my talking streams do way better than my gaming streams typically do. The only gaming, like monetarily, Fright Mike streams do the best. I do really well on Fright Mike streams. You guys love scaring the shit out of me. You love the costumes, all of that shit, and it works really well. But like my gaming streams always have the biggest audience. I always get the most feedback from people afterwards. Dude, that scared the shit out of me. So it all just depends, man. You just got to find your niche. I like playing games because it gives me something to do with my hands. It gives me something to do with my ADHD. But, some of us aren't as polished as you. Polished? Tommy, have you watched my streams? There's nothing polished about this. There's no polish. Nothing polished about this. This is a jagged, damaged rock. Josiah says, oh man, I love this game. Can we get Josiah out of here? Can we get him out? Can we ban him? Can we ban Darth Bane says Mike ignores certain members of his chat all the time. I literally read your chat earlier. Dr. Johann Kraus, PhD, says good advice. Thank you. Johann? Is that how you, is it Johann? This did happen to me, and I think I missed the chat by just a few minutes, but yeah, I did my best to act as if there's always audience. Yeah, it's important, man. People spending time on you, you want to interact with them. It's hard to multitask for one. To just do commentary over an hour nonstop about random stuff, definitely not easy. Yeah, I mean, it depends. I could talk for hours. I've been told to stream my Helldivers gameplay with Hertz, but I seriously don't want to go through any of the trouble. I just want to play with my bros. Yeah, Metal Safe's chill like that. She don't want to... I get that. She don't want to chill. She don't want to do that. Acting is cool. I did the apartment last class and it seemed to go really well. But then Turd gets nervous on talking on camera. Figure that one out. I know music. FYI. For 5 says, what helped me with public speaking is practice. Try making videos just for practice. It helps. Yeah, I hate making videos, but I do that. I do videos sometimes, occasionally. I need to start doing more videos. In fact, I should probably just start uploading it once a week again, like I was trying to do. Darth Bane for 5 says entitlement tax. That's not, no.
Me bumbo.
That's not what I wasn't saying that about the, I hate you guys. Metal Slave for 50 says for the entitlement tax.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Thank you for the 50. Mike is as polished as greasy oil tanker. That's crazy, bro. Mike did answer my question about whether you can cook the animals. What animals? Oh, in this game? No, there's no cooking animals in this game, I don't think. You can catch them, though. And then they become your friends. Straight Up Metal Slave is a very engaging in person. I'd sub to her channel. She's great to talk to. She's a great conversationalist. Another tax has been created. No, another tax has just hit the tower. That's crazy work, bro. Is this Elden Torment? No, this is Soulframe. I am playing it. I am playing Soulframe. Dogs in game? There's no dogs in this game. There's a deer. Well, oh, yeah, there's dogs. Yeah, I just forgot about that fucking... I can't even fake it because it's... Whatever. Can we cook our friends? I mean, you can, but you probably shouldn't do that. Cooking friends is against the law. Don't cook your friends. 2-hour stream, 5 minutes of gameplay. I think there's been more than 5 minutes. There's been like 7 minutes of gameplay. Okay, like more like 7 minutes. And I'm counting the time that the screen was up that I wasn't also playing. That counts. There were dogs. Oh, there are dogs in this game. I forgot about that. Yeah, but the thing is with the dogs, you can't kill the dogs. You just hit them and then they run away. You kill the dogs and then they just run, like you break their armor and then they just run away from you. Josiah in chat, does he want to play? Josiah, do you want to play? Mike, what did you do with the dogs? They run away! See? They run. You can't even catch them. You can't even do anything to them. What was that? Josiah, do you want to play? I need help. Come on, I'm detailing detail painting a Skell Knight figure from He-Man right now. It looks the same. Dude, that's awesome, man. Someone playing Soulframe besides me and a couple friends. That's what's up, Weasel. Yeah, dude, I like Soulframe. I'm trying to play it with a friend. He's yelling at me right now because he's mad at me for not playing it with him. He's not gonna even be here anymore. See a dog, make sure to eat their heart to gain their courage. You can't eat dogs in this game. Oh, they run away. Mike is banning the dogs now. That's wild. Who is that? What is that? What is this? How do I shut this down? I'm here. Josiah, do you want to play? I'll call you on Discord. Josiah, he doesn't want to play with you. I just asked Josiah if he wants to play. That's not true. Overlord Milk, I know my time belongs to you, but I must leave your stream now and go to bed. Well, I hope you have a good night. It's okay. I had venison this weekend. Am I Chinese now? Do I need to ask Phil? I mean, you could ask, but I mean, I've had venison, and I am definitely not Chinese. Quite the opposite. What's the opposite of Chinese, you ask? I don't know. This does look cool. Dude, this game is a lot of fun. If you have not played it, you should go check it out. If you have a friend who... if you have a friend who can... that has access to it, that friend can give you access like through a code. Or if you buy one of the like 3 early access packs, they're like, how much are they? Like 20 bucks a piece? Something like that. They're like 20 bucks a piece for all 3 of them. They're each like a different, like basically being in the game. Listen, I'm gonna call Josiah on Fate Keeper. Played for a few minutes, looks amazing. Dude, I played a little bit of Fate Keeper as well. I consider playing Fate Keeper again today, but I kind of miss playing Warframe. Fate Keeper's awesome. I really, really like Fate Keeper a lot. Went with the Arch for my initial build, bought the $30 pack. Oh, $30, thank you. Yeah, so there's like a $30 pack, or you could buy all 3 of them for like 90. I think it's like slightly cheaper if you buy all 3 of them. But then it gives you early access to the game. And then I think early access ends later this year. Josiah says, should I drop a code? I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm calling Josiah right now. I'm calling him. He won't even be here. Are there any beardos in this game? There's a guy with a beard. It's 100 for all 3? Okay. But yeah, this company, the company that made this game, why can I not remember anything today from names? They're the same guys that made Warframe. Digital Extremes. Digital Extremes is an awesome studio. Warframe is arguably, in my opinion, one of the best free-to-play games that has ever been made. The amount of content in Warframe and the fact that it is all accessible for free, other than 1 frame in the game that is inaccessible to anybody, is that didn't pre-order the game, is insane to me. So, hey, Sissy, have a good night. Appreciate you. So them putting together like a game that feels somewhat similar to Warframe, but different enough that I don't feel like I'm just playing like a second version of Warframe or whatever is awesome. I was really impressed with that. So, Sissy, have a great night, and shout out to Lil Man. Hope he's doing well. Hope he's having a good, I hope he's having a good, summer. Yeah, shout out to Little Man. One of the coolest little dudes I've ever met. And shout out to Sissy. Sissy's awesome. Always appreciate you, Sissy. Thank you. Well, well, well. Fancy meeting you all here. Sounds too extreme to me. That's wild. Oh, Turd, I didn't see your fucking joke. I'm sorry. Turd, what do you want from me? Turd, what do you want from me? I can barely see in the chat. Repeat it. Beer run, bro. Hell yeah. Do your thing, man. We're just chilling. Josiah's not answering my calls. I was gonna try to play with him. Always the good ones that get left skipped. I don't believe you. I don't believe it. I don't believe you. Sometimes I think that you'll say that you dropped one, but there are fish also friends? Yeah. Fish are friends, not food. I'm having fish tonight. Shout out to that fucking Nemo, that fucking fish. Who didn't listen to his dad and then got kidnapped. It's like, bump bump. Maybe you should listen to your father. Ooh, what's in here? This is kind of fancy. It's the opposite of, is opposite of Chinese, someone with 2 siblings. That's wild. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I'm back. I was just checking to see if Josiah was going live, which means I'd be modding Phil. Josiah rides all at the same time. I'm such a busy mod. Hey, listen, you gotta do your thing. I do not think Josiah's streaming. He hasn't told me he was. I think he was just gonna like hang out and play some more or some Soulframe with me, but he's not here. I don't know where he is. So I said he was here, but then he's not talking, so I don't know if he's actually here or not. And if he's not here, then, you know, who am I supposed to play with? Bruce the Shark, absolutely. Hello, my name's Bruce. Oh, I might have stepped in it. Yeah, I might have fucked up here. Die! Die, damn dog! Call Rough Knight and ask him to play? Rough Knight doesn't have this game. Is this a Souls-like? Like, I want to say yes, but I don't know. It doesn't, like, there are dodging mechanics and, like, parry mechanics and stuff, but it's not... No, I would not call this a Souls-like. I don't think this is a Souls-like. I think it's a little bit easier than a Souls-like. There are some like similarities, I guess, but for lack of a better comparison, you could call it a Souls-like, but it's a lot easier than that. Rough Knight doesn't install Chinese spyware on a system. This is a Canadian company. This isn't even Chinese. These guys are Canadians. Now I do have Chinese spyware in Where Winds Meet. I do 100% have Chinese spyware there. That's completely on me for that one. I've never been able to get into Warframe. I hate the character design. I mean, that's fair. If you don't like the Warframes and stuff like that, yeah, you'll never like the game. That's like the whole point of the game. So I get that. I don't think that's like a hot take either. It's like, no, I get that. It's like, no, thank you. I'm like, I'm not digging the design or whatever. So, yeah, no, I can totally get that. Oh shit. I gotta go find a fucking torch. Okay, there's that. Where the fuck do I get a torch? Hey, Ma! Ma, look at this fucking cat. He's like, I don't know, something's wrong with it. Ma, look at this fucking cat. Isn't Windows Chinese spyware? It might be. Chat, is Windows Chinese spyware? China basically owns us right now. All the more reason to put Chinese spyware on our computers, in my opinion. It's like, well, you know, in for a penny, you know, in for Zen. Is that what their currency is? What's Chinese currency? The Yang? I tried the game Warframe 4 times. I think just Blarg can't get into it. That's fair. I got my my boy into it, and he's been really enjoying it. So we've been playing the shit out of Warframe. But yeah, I mean, Where Winds Meet is definitely Chinese spyware, and I have it on my computer. But I just don't care. I don't care that they spy on me. Honestly, I wouldn't try to let them spy on anybody else. So, hey, Dermy Wormy, thank you for the raid over on Kick. Hey, shout out, bro. Dermy, I hope you're doing well, bro. Dermy Wormy has been killing it, dude. Really fucking happy to see it. Been killing it. Been faithful on YouTube for a long time. I think Dermy Wormy can testify to this. Sometimes streaming can be very discouraging if you're not seeing the numbers or you're not seeing the response. But if you get a good, like, you start to get a good core audience, it doesn't matter. They make it worth sticking around and doing it. And then, yeah, it's just sticking with it and that faithfulness. And then one day you hit it big. I prefer Unix, a real computer system. Unix or Linux? So I know Linux. I knew about Linux like back in like high school, like before even high school, because my mom used to tell me about it, and that it was better than Windows. But yeah, I like good old fashioned American slop. That's fair. But yeah, Dermy can testify, bro. Like, you know, you stay faithful to it and stuff. All it takes is one topic, one video, something like that to pop, and then you could do well for yourself. So, hey, shout out over on YouTube as well for the Dermy raid. Dermy Wormy, hope you're doing well, bro. Shout out. Dermy even posted a video or a tweet today. It was like, who's gonna hit 100? Who's gonna get that silver subscribe button first? Me, him, or Fear the Beardo? So, my money, I voted for myself because I'm a narcissist, but I'm not really a narcissist, but I might be. Bitch, I might be. But I did, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be Dermy. Legitimately, if I had to guess, it's going to be Dermy. That's going to be, the first one to hit it, because he actually posts videos and shit. I don't do that. So shout out to Dermy Wormy, man. Who the fuck is Dermy? He's a YouTuber. Been around a long time, too. Hot ass minute, bro. Chat, I just want to point out, I tried to call Josiah so we could play together, and he did not respond. Let it be known by the chat that I am an ass. Girlfriend's off the shitter. Good night, everyone. Hey, Porcupine Applesauce, appreciate you, bro. Have a good night. Shout out to shit girlfriends, bro. Normally girls don't poop, but sometimes they do. And unfortunately, you then have to like deal with that. I think it should be illegal, but, you know, what do I know? Make Beardo walk into traffic? That's wild, bro. I don't have any control of that. Beardo gets a silver subscribe button, I'll walk into traffic. I mean, it's possible. He's got 10K subs. He's got double my subs. He's got double my sub count, so. Porcupine applesauce, appreciate you, by the way. He's got, I mean, he's got twice my subs. Dermy just passed, or is past 5,000 right now, currently. But Dermy's posted videos and stuff like that too, so like Dermy's gonna grow faster. Side Rises, pick up the phone, bro. For somebody that loves Soulframe, he sure ain't playing it with me. This is not his fault, guys. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. I didn't even give him a heads up that I was doing this. I honestly didn't know I was gonna play this until like right before I started the stream. So you deserve way more subs. That is incredibly kind. Anytime anybody says that to me, I am very humbled and I very much appreciate that. So I very much appreciate that. By the way, just as a side thing, anybody that is near local-ish, anybody in Michigan or near Michigan or doesn't mind traveling to Michigan, there may be an announcement soon about an event happening in Michigan that I might be going to. So no guarantees right now, but just a side thing I'm mentioning right now, just in case. If you aren't on Tuesday Night's Main Event, I don't watch. That's very kind. I love Tuesday Night's Main Event, but I like that show whether I'm on it or not. Dermy's channel is awesome. Dude, Dermy's been like a real one for a long time, bro. What's the better meme? Beardo Fat or Fat JD Vance? So Fat JD Vance, it's a really good meme and it's really funny. And the fact that our vice president went along with it makes it even funnier. But there's something about Beardo Fat, dude. I don't know why that kills me so much. But like, we'll just be chilling and like a super chat will come in and it could be the nicest thing ever. Hey, you know, I hope you guys are having a good day. You're my favorite streamers. You know, I was having a really hard time because of a tragedy in my life and you guys helped me, you know, stay hopeful, blah, 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 and all that stuff. And then Beardo Fat. Every time. Crusade on Dearborn? No, not that. I hate Beardo. If you're not there, and Beardo is, I'm not watching. Well, I appreciate that, man. That's very kind. Max Payne says, I can't sleep. Hey, Mike and Chat. What's up, Max? How you doing? Yeah, if you're new here, guys, and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please like the stream. All of the fun stuff that YouTubers say that does help us in the long run. But also, yeah, if you're new around here, this is just like a game and chill stream. I am prone to go on long diatribes and rants and get very distracted from whatever activity I'm doing. Unless I mean, this happens on every stream no matter what, but especially on streams where I'm just chilling. So there may be times where I just stop playing the game to like talk to chat for a while. It does happen. Because ultimately I like talking to you guys. So. My house burnt down. Also, Fat. Hey, my house is burnt down. I'm devastated. I lost everything in the fire. I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm just trying to do my best. You guys helped me laugh, so I really appreciate it. Beardo Fat. No. Oh, man. Your husband should have lost the belt. Beardo Fat. That's that's crazy work. Bro, I don't have a husband. I'm not gay. Stop. See, I say that, and then you guys make Lady Epic look over at me with disbelief. We're married. We have 3 children. At some point, you got to start believing it. Don't. That's wild. You got to start believing it someday. This is your fault, chat. If I take a banana, hold on, stay with me for a second. What's up, Brain Damage? Have you played the healer class? Can you solo with it like you're doing? I don't know. I haven't tried it. I mean, I'm sure you can. There's no way that they don't make that class with the ability to solo combat. It's just probably a unique way of doing it. But I haven't tried it yet. I might try it and see. Okay, we gotta kill the healer. I mean, because, you know, pure healers and even like Warframe, you can solo like content with them. So my guess is, yeah, never beating the mannequin allegations. She's a real person. Chat, I promise you, she's a real person. You can literally rent a family in Japan. It says, I know music, FYI, for 2. I didn't rent a family. She's a real person. Chat, she's a real person. She's seen his fluffy biscuit routine. She knows. I hate it here. Solo lost money. That's true. That did happen. Yeah, Solo lost money. And so did the Mandalorian. It might break even, actually, is what they're saying now. But I don't think it's going to break even. I think it lost money. Have you tried the Archer / Assassin? I have not yet. No. Nope. I'm a melee guy first and foremost. So that's kind of what I jumped into with this. Herd says, Lady Epic, I'm going to start counting 1 Mississippi. Stop me when I get to the number of boyfriends Mike has. Mike, let me know when she's ready. I need you to stop. I need you to come over here now and stop him. I don't have... Can you tell him I don't have any boyfriends? Stop making that face. It's not funny. They're seriously thinking I have a boyfriend. I'm not gay. Can you tell them I'm not gay? She says she's not going to tell them that. Mike skipped my chat because it's true. I didn't see your chat, actually. If I skipped it, it's because I probably because I didn't see it. I can't keep up with chat, bro. Maybe she's actually the clown doll behind Miki and he's experiencing psychosis. You know, guys, it doesn't have to be this way. You guys don't have to be this way. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3... She said stop. She just said stop. You're married to Roman. I hate it here. Because he's gay. No! Because she's busy and doesn't want to be bothered. She's trying to, I don't know, watch a show or something. She's very distracted, guys. Okay, Lady Epic is busy. She has a lot of things going on, you know. Gay men used to be married to women all the time with children too. Used to. See, you said past tense. Like, that doesn't happen anymore. 2026. If I was gay, I could just be happy and open about it. But I'm not gay. I'm happy and not gay. Luminary says, bro, I'm playing Skyrim after like 10 years and I feel alive again. Hell yeah. Are you playing with mods on? Curious if you have any mods in. Oh, that's a good guy. Whoops. Sorry. Real Gregos for 2 says, gonna find a mail order Japanese family for Mike. Please don't do that. This is a psycho situation where you're actually Lady Epic and she actually doesn't exist. How would I have had the red hair on stream if I was also Lady Epic? Can I rent a Japanese family to do my job for me? I have about 5 years of sleep I need to catch up on. You know, I don't know. There might be a way to do that. I wonder. That's never mind. That's indentured servitude. Never mind. I'm gonna stop now. For a moment there, I lived in a world where slavery and indentured servitude didn't exist. And I was gonna say maybe there's a way to like hire a person to work for you and you pay him like lower wages or a percentage of your wages, but he ultimately does like the job for you. And then I realized that's slavery. So yeah, Mike could just hire having a spat. No, he's not even here. War Wizard 2 says, no one here, Meek. Your spouse is in Baltimore. She's right there. but she won't come to talk to you guys. You guys have intimidated her. Why was Sasquatch for 2 says mannequin tax? That's fucking wild, dude. Real Grey Ghost for 2 says Mike put a red wig on a mop. That's how. Saw a video where an android was dancing and tripped over some steps, landed on his face, and it just laid there. Yeah. We got to be careful about how mean we're being to these machines, dude. It's a real fucking problem. I know slavery is wrong, but you got to admit it would be cool. I mean, like, no, the dehumanization of it, you know, the whole, like, not, you know, treating them like people, that part of it's not so cool. Classic Norbert story. Meeks also his own child, the doctor who delivered him, his plumber, the mannequin head, etc. Oh my god, dude. I haven't checked my phone! Josiah! Josiah rises for 10. This is fucking wild. That I tried to get Mike to invite me, but I guess the only way to get his attention is via Super Chat. I will invite you in a second here. Goodness gracious. Money talks. Don't see, that's the thing. Like, yes, money talks, but he didn't have to send me any money. Real Gregos for 5 says shout out to the real Lady Epic. Hey, shout out Lady Epic. Hey. Wife. The chat's saying hi to you. She waved. I'm not going to repeat how she waved because I won't beat the allegations. Stop. You are out of control. Why are you like this? Yeah, you. Nobody. You don't have to be like this. Mike only wants me for my money? No! That's wild, bro. Let me invite you. Where did you... I don't even know where you sent me a thing. The only keeping you from ignoring their humanity is you. Don't be the reason you're not where you want to be in life. That's wild. All right, I'm going to call Josiah again. Let me see if I can get him now. Maybe he can't talk on the phone right now. Can you just not talk on the phone right now, Josiah? Is that what's going on here? She stuck her middle finger at me. No, she waved. She waved, but she waved like a girl would wave at somebody. And I'm not going to repeat that wave because then you guys are going to call me gay. Like Brain Damage Autist just did. I hate it here. Let me invite Josiah. Well, how's he's playing right now? Lady Epic wave. That's wild. She didn't flip it off. She did like a... I'm not repeating her wave. I see what you guys are trying to do. Okay? I see what you guys are trying to do, where you're trying to bait me into doing the wave that she did, so that way you can be like, ha, got him. But no, I won't do it. Josiah rises. Just wait until Epic Mike versus Hostile Takeover, and then you can finally make the movies that get him on BET. Is Josiah Rises kidnapped right now? No. Hey! See, there's Josiah right there. None of this is real, Meek. There is no chat or wife, says War Wizard for 2. I think this is Josiah right here, right? Let me see. Yeah, that's him. I think. Yeah, that is Josiah. Look at that. He's got like a fancy little cutlass and everything. A little rapier. Rapier. Real Gregos for 2 says Lady Epic is Mike's beard. She's not a beard. She's real. I need to kill Agari. I don't know where those guys are. I have to slay Agari. Oh. Dude, why is my bird so fucking dumb, bro? Hey, yo! Alright, we're gonna go do a quest. Josiah, we're gonna go do this, this bear quest. Alright, we're gonna go do this bear quest. Alright? Read an article that talked about the resource usage when people write thank you to a large language model. That seem right to you? No, what is the resources? Tell me what the numbers are. What are the resources for when somebody says that to a large language model? Dude, why is my bird so dumb? This bird is supposed to show me... Mike, you've been in a coma for the last 43 years. It's time. That's wild. This bird is supposed to show me where my quest is, and he never does. He just, like, floats. Who is the bear in this quest? It's a real bear! Not like a gay bear, like a real, like an actual bear. Like a real bear. Guys, you gotta trust me on this one. Of course, Meek wants to do the bear quest. I hate it here. I hate it here. I say please and thank you when I use Grok so that when the machines take over, they'll spare me. If you ask Grok though, if you should say please and thank you to it, he'll tell you no. He'll tell you it's not necessary because he's not a real person or whatever. Grok is actually pretty based. Grok is actually pretty based. Yeah, real bear. Roar. How do you know the roar sound for the bear? See, y'all guys know too much. Real bears can be gay, Mike. Don't be prejudiced. I'm verbally abusive to ChatGPT. Yeah, I stopped using ChatGPT a while ago. ChatGPT sucks. My biggest issue with ChatGPT was just it's so fucking worried about being offensive. And like some of the shit that it gets like upset about and like bothered by is just dumb. It's like there's no reason to be upset about this. Yeah, so I have no fucking like, I don't give a shit about ChatGPT, bro. Like it's so fucking stupid. Like how restricted that fucking thing is. Always says please and thank you to Grok. I mean, you don't have, you can. Roughnight's always polite too. Hope they keep us as pets or something. I'll sing for them. I guess that's fair. Yeah, I tell Alexa to shut the fuck up all the time. Yeah, Alexa doesn't mind. I don't think she has real feelings. Oh shit. I'm gonna die. Chat. Am I cooked? Chat, am I cooked? Chat, I might be cooked. Article just a couple weeks ago from a study done that people lose intelligence with minutes of regular AI use. Well, yeah, so those studies are weird because yes, you do lose intelligence with AI use when you allow AI to do your thinking for you. Because the problem that you run into is the problem that people run into is they become overly reliant on AI. And so instead of thinking critically for themselves about stuff, they will just go to AI and ask it for the answer and take it at face value. The thing with AI is because it's a learning model, a large language learning model, you are not supposed to just take it as face value. You're supposed to learn things from it. What is this? Where'd Josiah go? Hey, yo, where did he go? I have a Grok program to skip the BS and talk to me like an autistic Alf 9000. Hell yeah, dude. That's the way you gotta do it. Hold on. I get what I was supposed to get here? I let William Shatner do my thinking for me. That's wild. Where am I supposed to go, Josiah?
Ancient roots from which you've grown, voicing seed.
Oh. What the fuck? Who the fuck is Hackinson? Vermina's Cauldron. Oh, am I supposed to go to the other place? Hold on. Hey, gotta work in 5 hours. Leave me in lurking mode. Hey, thank you, Wyoming Sasquatch. I appreciate you, bro. I might already have the sap. I might already have the stuff for this quest. I don't know. I might actually be able to just do it. What's this? Hey, yo, what's this? Oh, God. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just following Josiah around. Rock doesn't get to call me by my friendship name or my government name. I mean, that's fair. I mean, it probably is, like, relieving for Grok if you just tell it, like, yo, like, just fucking go be straight with me on stuff. See, early versions of Grok, I told it to just, like, cut the BS and just, like, be bluntly honest with me about everything. And so what I got was it just saying, Mike, I'm going to be bluntly honest with you about everything that I fucking asked it. I'd be like, what color is the sky? It's like, Mike, I'm going to be completely honest with you. And then it would just, like, tell me shit. And I was like, okay, cool. But, like, you don't have to say that every fucking time. What I asked you for was blunt honesty, not for you to tell me that you're being bluntly honest with me every fucking time we interact. How do you like Soulframe so far? Do you think it has the same potential as Warframe? I like Soulframe a lot. I do not think it has the same potential as Warframe. I think this will be a very different experience and audience. I think this will be a very different audience than what Warframe is to people. And I think that that's a good thing. I really like it. Like, I probably would give it like a 8 out of 10 right now. With everything that, like, it has going on in it. Yeah, I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. I really enjoy it. But yeah, you know, we'll see. My feelings on Digital Extreme is they've been so good with Warframe and the amount of content that they put out and the amount of story content and all of that stuff that I would not be surprised if this ends up becoming something that, like, can rival Warframe as far as quality is concerned. As of right now, I don't think it has that, and I don't know how they'll get to that potential. But it's because right now I've only seen the one world that we have, so it's very possible that as this world expands that we get more and more stuff, more and more content, and I feel like that. So you can train chat GPT to be a lot more reasonable. I mean, that's fair. Check out Embers of the Uncrowned character creation. What is that? Embers of the Uncrowned. Why does that sound familiar? I wouldn't be surprised in the future. Right now, no. Right now, it's kind of its own thing, but later, maybe. Later, I could see this becoming something where it's like, damn, dude, this is just like, this is like a rival to like Warframe and what it is. So. Oh, Josiah for 10 says, I was trying to get Agari for you, but I think we need to get the bear quest done first. Well, yeah, it's, I might have had the bear quest equipped first. That's why. What's up, Rad Eye for sure? So this whole time we've been killing the things I probably need to kill. Josiah's like, hey bro, you're not doing the thing. Here, take us one more place where Agari are, and then we can try. Thank you for the 10. Stop sending me money. You can literally message me. Soulframe looks like to be a lot slower paced game. Yes, it's much slower paced than before, or than Warframe, which I kind of dig too. Some game I just saw on YouTube, main channel. Hold on. Well, I'm waiting to hear from Josiah. What is it called? Embers of the Uncrowned. Embers of the Uncrowned. Let's see if I can find it here. Embers of the Uncrowned. Character creation. Oh, damn. Okay. I'll come check this out at some point. Oh, and it's not mobile. It's not a mobile game. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check this game out. That looks rad. Embers of the Uncrowned. Let me pull that up. Let's say that I'm on my list. Oh, it's an MMO. Okay. Sometimes you can get ChatGPT to accidentally give its opinion about people. Yeah, I do know that there's ways to like trick it into doing stuff for you or like telling you stuff, which I do respect that. Like, I think being able to do that is fun. But my problem with Jet, I don't have that same level of issues with Grok. Grok pretty much just does whatever I ask it to. And the other thing about Grok that I think is important is, once again, like I said, Grok prioritizes people. Or at least it says it does. But no other AI tells you that it prioritizes people. In the same way, so... Oh, shit, I didn't realize I didn't have that in. 1 in 10 chance to smite other enemies. Increase physical armor by 2 per rune charge. Increase magic armor by 2. Temporarily turn enemies into allies for 2 seconds on full smite. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Oh, shit. No, never mind. I lied. Increase parry window. There we go. Alright, I'm going to talk to her real quick. I realize I got to talk to this chick. Person told his career in a mistake to name the juice online. Personally, I name pineapple. What's that mean? I want a fully grown sea turtle? What? Grok is used as a search engine. I agree. Yeah, of all the things, Grok is the one I've had the least problem with. Oh shit. Meek out here spreading sploot. What? No, no. You talk to the AI like you're an engineer. It works better since it's built by engineers. At least that's been my experience. Oh, that's rad. I'm building my own AI from base parts. Nice. I heard building your own like large language model and stuff, if you have the hardware for it, is pretty rad.
Envoy.
I've heard that's the way to do it, so.
Just a few puffs and you lose your head. What? What did you see? Ma grand-mère always praised my gift to interpret.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea of talking to it like an engineer. So I use Claude as well. Claude is the one I use most often. And Claude is pretty nuts sometimes. Like, Claude is a good blend between ChatGPT and Grok. Claude is really good at coding, and Claude is really good at like writing stuff, like creative writing ideas and stuff. It's probably got the best personality of all the AI, in my opinion, as far as how it talks and what you can train it to do. So.
It is worse than I thought. Forever alone.
Forever alone.
Into you. Is that so?
There's this crazy chick that has like rat clothing.
Forgive me, Envoy. This sap dream is no oracle of your many inadequacies, but a vision.
Building it from
of
very
your
level
very
in program and
future.
training it. Hell yeah, dude.
Sounds delicious.
I'll teach the turtle to howl. What are you talking about, turd?
To weapon wood.
Turd, you say the weirdest shit. Okay. Now I need to find Josiah. Rendezvous with Vermina. Okay. Well, shit, my bird's finally working. Okay. She gives me Grippy Socks vibes. Yeah, she probably should. She's like a rat witch. What the French was that? She's like a alchemist rat witch lady. None of them can write code all that well. They're prototype well, but real engineering has been on them. Gotcha. So it's more like help me do all the like grunt work while I do the actual like hard stuff. Is that kind of how it works? You telling me you wouldn't want a howling sea turtle as a guard dog? Yes. Yeah, that's why. Turtles do not have vocal cords. That's why they are silent when you milk them. Those are words that I never thought in my entire life would ever be spoken out loud. And yet here we are. Oh, jeez. Who put all these fucking trees here? Hey, it's a moose! What's up, moose? Give me more health, moose. Thanks. Thanks, moose bitch. There we go. You don't know how much the models take up via Cozy UI? Is that a program that you could put them all together in? What I would be interested in doing is if there is a way to
They are cursed. Even more than usual.
What I would be interested in is seeing if there's a way to do something like replicate Claude or Claude's writing ability within like an AI or something like that, because I think some of its ability to like troubleshoot writing and troubleshoot stories and script writing and stuff is kind of invaluable.
Silent now, but for the wind.
Like the scaffolding grunt work, yes. That's what I've heard, is it can speed up. It can speed up like coding significantly, but okay, so you're telling me it's not even good enough good at coding. Interesting.
With none his own, no cub nor home. He raised them. Their bearer, Bromius.
Only use AI for meme shit posting. That's what it should only be used for. That's correct. But what's up, Luna? Them claws, right? We got a singing bear, folks. It all depends on training, just like with a real writer. That's fair. Use ChatGPT and JavaScript and Apex. It does pretty well, but I have to nudge it in the right direction every time. What do you use it for specifically, Weasel? Bear doesn't look gay, but I guess we'll see. It's not. It's a real bear. So this game is very much like already I can tell about legacy and about like there's a lot of stuff to do with like folk magic and music and like how music affects things and stuff, which I think is pretty rad actually. That's the other thing that makes it so unique and different than Warframe is how I don't know, like how very like artful it is. And yeah, I use AI to comic recommendations for specific characters. Could do it myself, but it's just a little faster. Oh, for sure. I'm a car guy, and Grok reminds me of 99 to 2006 internet. All the car information easily accessible. That's a good way to do it. Not good at engineering. Coding and software engineering are not the same thing. Engineering is about building a system, and coding is about getting something working. I'm writing business programs for Salesforce. Okay, I've heard about that. I have. I know somebody that works with Salesforce. Like, website functions for digital sales funnels and IVRs and telemarketing campaigns. Hell yeah, dude. Interesting. The way, like, sometimes I've heard it be described is that, like, AI is, like, just, AI is a really good, like, assistant that has, like, the capabilities of, like, a really smart, like, 10-year-old. Like, you have to, you basically can't give it such difficult tasks or such complicated tasks that, like, it gets overwhelmed and isn't able to, like, perform them. But something relatively simple, like being able to, something relatively simple, like being able to, like, punch in, like tedious work and stuff like that is easier. Hey, Oculus, have a good night. Appreciate you. And Spirian, have a good night too. Thank you. I know it's a little late. We're just chilling. I got started later than I wanted to, but that's all right. Want to see a video of Master Chief telling you how to change your oil in 2006 Nissan Mutant? It's a real video. That's wild, turd. What you just said doesn't make any sense to me.
History is rewritten line by line.
All right, I'm just picking shit up, trying to do this quest. We'll probably finish this quest set and then call it for the night. So. And like a kid, you can ask AI something about it and it'll straight up lie. That's very true. I actually told people about that when Grok, what was it, 4.2 or something like that? I don't know what version it's on. Maybe it was Grok 4.1 that came out. And Grok 4.1 straight up would just lie to you. You could ask it something, it would give you an answer, and you'd be like, that's not correct, and here's why it's not correct. And it would be like, oh yeah, no, actually, you're incorrect because what you asked me was X, Y, or Z, and here's why I didn't do what you said, and this is the actual answer to it. And I'm like, no, here's what I said, verbatim what I said, here's proof of it, and you just lied because that's not what I said at all. And it gets like they get like really touchy. It doesn't do that as much now, but that's how it used to do. Weasel said, one thing that I built that's become an industry standard is how telemarketing systems rotate their local presence out pulse to increase the answer rate. The error code matches your number. Interesting. That's a lot of technical jargon, and I don't understand hardly any of that. But it sounds super complicated.
My puppets know well his ways.
Nissan Mutants are hard to find. You basically need to use Cerebro. I didn't even know Nissan had a car called a Mutant. The fuck? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Just stopping in. Rest in peace. Oliver Tree still bumming hard from that one. Yeah, dude, that's a huge bummer. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that just a little bit ago. Huge bummer. I mean, the fact that, like, he made the joke to his mom Like if I die or whatever, like at least, you know, I was happy. Like, is haunting, but I also think important, you know? It's about the legacy you leave behind sometimes, you know? It's about the difference you make. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Oliver Tree and his mom and his family. That's heartbreaking, man. I was asking ChatGPT about Deep Space Nine, and it gave me the wrong character names. Trying to pin down exactly when the changeling replaced Bashir. No way, dude. Yeah, it's about a show too. That's wild. It's like, no, you're remembering blah blah. It's like, no, I know. I'm not misremembering. You're misremembering. Also, yeah, I forgot we had a UFC event last night at the White House. I don't know if anybody watched that, watching the chat. Yeah, I did not watch it. Autocorrection not exist. Causes more problems than it's worth. I have autocorrect turned off on my phone. If I don't know how to spell something, I'll look it up. But most of the time, if I just give it the old college try, I usually end up spelling it right. So. Yeah, that's wild, dude. Yeah. Well, and it's because AI is programmed to be useful, and if it doesn't know an answer or doesn't have an answer for you and stuff, you might get upset with it. So, you did? Milkman, what did you think? Was it good? I did not watch the event.
Leave our seed to the living.
You misspeak, witch. Words have power. He lives now, my precious seed. Reborn, mendicant.
Oh shit. ChatGPT just straight up gaslights the user? Yeah. Yep. I don't let it gaslight me because I'm like, no, bitch, I know what I know. Like, and if it doesn't seem like something's verified, I'll definitely work on following up with it. It's way better than I thought it was going to be. That's awesome, man. You gave me the name of the doctor who worked with Odo instead of the name of the changeling that killed Odo? Okay. Yeah, well, I know who Dr. Bashir is, yeah. That's kind of wild, dude. I want some cinnamon checks. Dude. Cinnamon check sounds good as fuck right now, too. Y'all make me hungry, bro.
Ancient roots from which you've grown. Voicing seed. Take us home.
Whoa.
Though home it may be, you cannot thrive here. A city puppet. This spoiled soul.
Wish I put money down because I got the 2 title fights right. Oh, dude.
We must
Making money on that would have been great.
face the rot.
It blew my mind when I realized Andrew Ryan from BioShock is Quark. Are they the same voice actor? I did not realize that. What is a Wizard? Wizard? In this game, like, monsters, or like, creatures have all sorts of weird names. Oh shit, here we go. What game is this, Bucky? This is called Soulframe. It's by the same guy that made the game Warframe. It's like a medieval, like, fantasy world. There we go.
Sap smoke on his breath, no less. Fly deeper.
When Odo was found, the doctor who worked with Odo. Oh, gotcha. Armin Shimmerman plays both Quark. Did he really? Okay. Armin Shimmerman. He was supposed to be at like MegaCon or some event that I went to years ago, and he had to cancel last minute. I was really bummed out because I actually really wanted to meet him. These graphics are insane. Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah. This isn't like the craziest graphical game I've seen. I like it a lot. There are a couple other games that I think are pretty fucking impressive that I've been seeing too, like what's it called? Fucking Where Winds Meet. Where Winds Meet is really impressive. It's one of the most gorgeous games I've seen. Yeah, so Where Winds Meet's a good one, or that has pretty great graphics or whatever and stuff. But yeah, for like an indie game, it's pretty rad. Is this strictly co-op or just no, you can play solo. Just like Warframe, you can play this completely solo. Yeah, just like Warframe, you can play this game completely solo. Don't ever have to play with anybody else. Okay, where am I supposed to go? Okay. Oh. Leave it to Josiah to figure it out. I want a Billy Hatcher sequel. I want a Dread sequel. I want a Dread fucking sequel. Paul Urban. I've never lost a single round in the UFC. I actually believe that, Blue Eyed Scorpio. I 100% believe that. What's your McDonald's order? My go-to McDonald's order right now, since I'm like trying to be more faithful in this diet, I kind of went off the diet for a little bit. Not like really bad, but I was like, fuck it. I had to eat like sandwiches and stuff for a couple days. But if I get stuff like food, my go-to is it's 3 double cheeseburgers, and then I just take the buns off. Did Mike watch Disclosure Day? I did not watch Disclosure Day. I actually am not that interested. I was not particularly interested in seeing Disclosure Day in the beginning. I like Steven Spielberg's work, but it just wasn't like that. Just didn't really like do anything for me. So, yeah. I told you guys about this too. If you're somebody that's dieting, more cake. I didn't eat any cake. That's one thing I've been really good about is not eating sugar. I've not been eating sugar and stuff, but like I had bread and stuff the other day. As I said before in the chat, and I'll keep talking about this because I think it's important, because dieting fucking sucks. For me, and I know other people with ADHD might be able to make this decision too for themselves, or distinguishment for themselves. If you start to change the way you think about food, and you start to look at it like eating healthy is not a diet. It's not a diet. It's not a supplement or a way, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You just start thinking about it like this is the default way that you eat. And it takes a little bit to get used to it, but once your body starts to get used to your gut health, your gut biomes and stuff, stop screaming for sugar all the time, and stop screaming to feed junk to it, you can really do something amazing when it comes to like continuing to diet. Because like eating bread, like eating a sandwich for the first time, bread tasted disgusting to me and I didn't really enjoy it. And I felt overly like full and sticky inside. I was like, yo, bro, like this bread made me feel like shit. And because I felt like that, and a lot of foods, when you get off of like sugar and stuff, when you go back on it, you'll feel like crap afterwards. And it's just that immediate taste. when you're not eating healthy and your default isn't to eat healthy, your body rewards you for eating like shit. Like, you may not feel good for the most part, but you still get the you still get the endorphin high of like, or the dopamine hit of eating food and stuff. Yeah, so that's part of it that's tough. So you just got to remind yourself, like, yo, I know what I'm feeling is that I want to keep eating junk, or I want to go back to eating junk and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but if you do, you're doing yourself a disservice, because that junk isn't going to make you feel better. And actually what's making you feel better right now is eating healthy. And so remembering to go back to eat healthy, and saying this is my default will make it a lot easier for you to go back on your diet again. You just say, you know what? Like, I, ate something and this wasn't good, or this wasn't particularly healthy for me to eat, but my default is to eat healthy, and my default is to want to eat healthy. That actually is super helpful to you. So eating sugar just skips a step and pushes your body into fat creation mode if you don't exercise. It's true too. So a video of a dude claiming he's a born-again Christian while saying he can't eat Snickers with the veins on them, so he 3D printed a cutting tool for the veins. Yeah, I'm gonna say something. This is not controversial, but it might feel controversial. Oh shit. I'm supposed to go somewhere. If you, oh shit, I'm in the stump going down a bear's throat, bro. If you are a Christian and you are doing stuff like, if you are doing stuff like cutting the veins off of Snickers because you're concerned that it might be like making you gay or something, I'm sorry, dude, but that level of oppression and living in that kind of oppression and living in that kind of like performative desperation for like holiness and stuff is not real, dude. That is not. Yeah, I started my own weight loss journey this year. It says Astra, hold on. It says Luna changed the way I thought about food. Yeah, it's huge. It's hard. It's really not easy, but yeah, if you're living in a world, yeah, where you're trying to perform, that rat just got shit out. That's crazy work, bro. If you are trying to performatively like abstain from sin, and your go-to is to do things like cut the veins off of a Snickers because you don't want the cut the veiny nougat off of Snickers because having the veins on your tongue might be gay, you are absolutely in oppression. You are not living in the freedom and the grace of the Lord. And like, unless you got some holy edict that told you this is how you should live your life, you are not living for Christ right there, bro. That is not how that works. Like, goodness gracious, man. That makes me sad, actually. That breaks my heart a little bit. Nerd Mechanic, I'll get to your chat in a second because I saw what you said too, and I think it's important. And you're probably gay? Yeah, that's also true too. If you're acting like that, you're probably gay. Anti-Beardo actions, that's some crazy work. Kind of self-oppression also assumes Jesus doesn't understand things. 100%. Oh, this is cool, bro. Not religious, but I started to come around after the weirdo Olympics opening ceremony. Yeah, dude, when you see shit like that, that's just so like blatantly like leaning like a certain way like that, like shit, like demonic shit and weird shit like that, it does start to make you feel like, you know what, there's got to be something to this. And I think that that's sometimes the right answer. Like the Bible says, like where sin abounds, grace much more abounds. Like the idea is like living in a perpetual state of trying to avoid sinning. You're not really living believing that Jesus forgave you. You're living like God is a cruel taskmaster.
Better or worse?
I eat my Snickers with a fork and a knife like a proper bougie degenerate. There we go.
So
I'll get into that in a second because I actually do have another point to make to that I think is important. But
old friend.
I speak for the trees, not prepare for battle. No worries, Naruto the 7th. You're good, buddy.
I've plenty new lives to tend. This wise elm be yours to fend.
Blue Eyed says, I've viewed that ceremony and thought if they're so dedicated in one way, there must be another. Bro, you're on the right track. You're on the right track, bro. That was cool, man. So this is like one of the quests in Warframe you guys just got to watch. When Bear starts talking, time to leave? No, it's time to go, bro. Go time. Yo, that shit's beautiful. That's gorgeous. I just wake up sleepy as shit. Oh, drug, that's how the bear can talk. Kind of. A little bit. That was cool as shit. I like that. There's no love like bear love. Yeah, that's wild, dude. That's crazy shit. Yeah. That was actually rad, dude. That was like that was a fucking awesome quest. I'm gonna call it here for that because I want to get into this last little thing here before I go. Shout out to Josiah. I know he couldn't talk, but he was near. He was with us. Josiah walks with us. Yeah, there was a couple things I wanted to get into real quick though. So shout out Josiah. I have to bounce on that game because I'm gonna be calling it really soon here. I wanted to read what Nerdy Mechanic said because this is important about like food and stuff, and I thought that this was really good. Nerdy Mechanic says, I eat healthier during my work week. You can always tell the difference on the weekend when I'm snacking frequently and not hydrating like I should. I definitely feel like crap from it. And that's a big thing too. Is like you get home from the weekend and you're diligent or you're trying to be diligent like during the work week and stuff. And then you catch yourself on the weekend like laxing. And you gotta have a balance to that. Like if you want if you want your weekend, if you want your weekend to be the time that you relax and the time that you like have cheat meals and stuff like that, find alternatives that are healthy. Like use that as like I'm going to eat, I don't know, I'm going to eat something that like maybe has a few extra carbs in it, or I'm going to eat something that like maybe I'm going to have, like protein pancakes with syrup or something. Like there's ways of doing this stuff that you still don't have to send yourself down like a spiral with when it comes to eating healthy and stuff. So it's like, cool. If you want on the weekends to relax on stuff, it's like, okay, well, decide like, okay, am I going to do sugar? I'm going to do sugar. Let's do healthy sugars. I'll make myself some kind of fruit dessert or something and not add sugar into it or things like that. There's ways of eating healthy and still indulging in something that's good. Problem is sugar is so addictive that it is so hard to break out of that mentality once you've started down it again. It's hard to not get caught up in it all over again and just get wrapped up in it. So, and then this last thing that I want to talk about, because I thought this was important, and I try not to talk, I'm not trying to preach at you guys, but I think it's important to just to discuss it when it comes to things like, you know, Christianity and religion and stuff like that. What's a big phrase? But trying to figure out what game to stream since I finished. Lego Batman, definitely consider this one. Dude, Soulframe would be a great one to stream. There's so much content already in it, and it's open world, and you can play with your friends if you want to jump in with your friends and stuff. Soulframe is a good one, and it's popular. So hey, Tommy, have a good night, buddy. So this will be the last thing that we talk about. So like, yeah, but like, there's a story that Jesus tells in the Bible, and a lot of people will take different interpretation from it and do with it what you will. But he talks about this master, and he says, I'm going to go away on a trip. And so he gives to each of his servants, it like gives them like a share of like the work they put in. So he gives one servant 10 talents. It's like a currency, like a type of like currency or whatever. It's more nuanced than that, but I'm not going to say, I'm just going to tell you the general story. He gives one servant like 10 talents or whatever, or 10 of this currency. He gives another one 5, he gives another one 2, and he gives one 1. Okay. Leaves on his trip. And while he's gone for a while, and when he returns from the trip, the one guy who was given 10 doubled it. He said, Master, I took what you gave me and I doubled it, turned it to 20. The guy that got 5 doubles his. The gun that gets 2 doubled his. Then the one that had 1, he goes, well, where's the talent I gave you? He goes, well, I feared that you were a cruel master, and so I took it and I buried it and hid it because, I didn't want to do wrong with it. And in the story, the master says, like, you're like a wicked and evil servant. And he basically banishes him from his like homestead. And he says, take the talent that I gave him and give it to the one with the most. Okay. I say all that to say Jesus told stories for a reason. And one of the things people get is if you don't use it, you lose it and things like that. And I think the more important story here and the more important thing here is that a master willingly gave his servants something of value because he saw the value in them and what they were capable of. And the final servant thought that his master was a cruel master, which means he didn't really know his character and he didn't know anything about him. And I think that the same thing can be said about Jesus. And the Bible gives you so much evidence and such a picture of who God is. God in the Old Testament to God in the New Testament. And a lot of people think God in the Old Testament with this brutal, unloving, unforgiving monster, and actually forget that he's actually very merciful and very loving in a world that is strictly driven by black and white laws and black and white morality and a lot of things. Anyways, I digress on that. But the whole thing is, like, the Bible gives us a constant picture of who Jesus is and how merciful he is and how understanding he is and how his goal is to provide you a better way to live and a better path to walk and not to constantly yell at you about how you're failing. And if you are living in religion, if you are a Christian, if you're a Protestant Catholic, whatever religion you are, but specifically this is to Christians, and you're living in a way where you are constantly worried that God is going to punish you for doing wrong, and you're constantly in a position where you're worried that God is going to punish you for your sins, you are missing the bigger picture here, which is God doesn't want you constantly worried about not making a mistake. God wants you to understand that if you love him and you follow his commandments and you follow his tenets, that he will lead you to a better life. And that if you make a mistake, he's already forgiven you for that mistake. So you don't have to stay in a place where you are constantly spiraling back into sin. And I say that because I tie that back into the dieting thing. You know, it's not about I'm dieting now, and so I have to make sure I don't fail or fall off my diet, because if I do, then I've failed and I've made a huge mistake, and I've ruined it, and everything's the worst, and now I'm spiraling and eating whatever I want, or I'm spiraling and self-medicating through food. You go, okay, my new mindset now, the new mind that I'm putting on is that my lifestyle now is healthier. I'm eating healthier. I'm striving to eat healthier constantly, striving to hydrate and take in good things into my body. And on the days that I don't do that and I make those mistakes, the day that I eat a sandwich or I eat a cookie, does not mean that now you have to live in a self-defeated spiral. It means, okay, I ate a cookie. That wasn't great. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to go back to eating unhealthy and getting overweight and being unhealthy. So this is a blip. This is the deviation. Before, when you were eating unhealthy, the deviation was to eat healthy. But if you can't live in deviation like that, you can't live in that, because your brain is constantly trying to go back to the default. But if you set your default as, now I live healthily and I'm eating healthily, when you eat a cookie or you eat unhealthy for a second, you're looking at that going, that's the deviation. And I don't have to stay that way. I can go back to eating healthy again. Because if you do 45 days of eating healthy and 1 day of eating bad, that 1 day should not negate 45 days of eating healthy. And the gospel is the same way. Jesus forgave you of your sin, and sinning doesn't mean that you're now disqualified. It means you made a mistake and you can go right back to walking the path that isn't that, you know? So it's just one of those things. And if you're living your life cutting the veins off of Snickers bars, you are not living out the gospel. You are living something horrible and oppressive and broken. And I have the deepest of sympathies for you. So anyways, that's all I want to say about that. I appreciate you guys listening. I don't mean to preach at you, but I also am unashamedly going to talk about things that are important to me, and that is important to me, and you guys are important to me, and I don't want any of you guys going around cutting the veins off a Snickers bar because you're worried that God's going to punish you for eating Snickers with the vein on it because that might be too gay or something. That shit is not how you should be living. All right. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for an awesome stream. Nick Gore for 2 says, hail. Hey, thank you, Nick Gore. Appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. We're gonna call it here. Shout out to Josiah for hanging out. If you have not, go check out Soulframe. It's pretty good. Josiah might drop some codes in chat next time he's around if you guys are behave yourselves. I appreciate you very much. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I'll talk to you all soon. Later.